Yo, people, welcome back to the YouTube channel. Welcome back to the Kall-In Khan show, your favorite Kall-In show. We've been starving you, we've been keeping you away from the Kall-In show. It's all my fault. Don't even blame me. Don't even blame Zuberi. Don't blame anybody else. It's me, and me. I've been slacking, I've been lazy, I've been busy. You know what I'm saying? But we're back. We're back. And captain is with me. What you telling me, Colonel? What you telling me?
Hey, got promoted, man. No captain no more, man. I got
Okay.
climbing ranks.
I
It
think
says
having,
Colonel.
guys, let us know who's having the Wi-Fi problems. Can you guys hear me clean? Can you guys hear me clear? Can you hear the Colonel? Colonel, speak up. Say something.
Hey, you guys not hearing me? I'm pretty sure the mic is sharp, man. What you telling me today?
Yeah, okay. It's
You
better.
hear me now?
Something ain't syncing.
What do you mean something ain't syncing, man? Talk to me, bro. Because I'm playing with the mic volume, bro.
See what I'm saying?
You hear me now?
Okay, people, let me know. Who is it? Is my Wi-Fi good? Am I coming through clear? Audio is good. Picture is good. Can we hear the Colonel speak?
Yeah, testing, man.
Okay. If it stays like this, it's all good. Then it goes off again.
Ah, okay. Really saying turn the mic.
No, it's not your mic, man. He's not good. It's Zuberi. People are saying.
Ah, man, did I turn it down then? Ah, you guys are killing me, you know.
Well, you keep adjusting, man.
Oh, the volume, bro. So was I good or wasn't I not good, man?
Yeah, people, listen. It wouldn't be football carnage if there was no carnage. But we're gonna try to fix it as we go along. Zuberi's here, as you can see me. Okay, people are saying it is you, it's not you. Grizz is good. Grizz is good, bro. Grizz is good.
No,
people are saying Twitter is finished. Twitter is finished. Looks like Zuberi's Wi-Fi is finished as well, bro. Is Elon Musk playing games with your shit as well? What's going on here?
You know, I got private networks I can jump to, man. I got like
I don't know, man. Elon Musk is playing up.
Nah, people, you gotta let me know if I'm good. I'm not gonna touch anything. What you saying with the audio? I'm good with the audio. I'm not good with the audio because I got like three plays I can make.
To me,
man saying I'm good. Nah, man saying I'm good. I'm good. I'm not touching nothing. I'm gonna sit like this right here. I'm good.
Okay, you're good. Okay,
yeah, that's it.
Let's
That's what they say. They're good.
Yeah, you're good now. Yeah. Okay,
yeah,
leave
maybe,
it now. You're good.
Maybe it's you know, they cut it off so you can't hear me, but the people can hear you. I'm hearing you, but you know, people can hear me as well. So we're good, man. Everything is good. Twitter's finished. People are saying, but guess what? Transfer market isn't closed yet, and we're in the hottest things right now.
Before we get into the transfer market and all of them things, man, how you been, man? Me and you. Listen, people. If people don't know, they better know. I came out to New York, and the two brothers linked up. You know what I mean? We had a good catch up. It was great to see you out there. It was a pleasure to see you out there. How you been anyway?
Now I've been good, man. Work. Good to see you, bro. I feel like I was in the middle of a transfer negotiation trying to get you to come to this side of the team, play on this side. But, you know, fingers crossed we can do something. But it was good to see you in the flesh, man. Good to see you 100. In the flesh. Good 100. To see you in the flesh, man. Hopefully I can see you more often as well, man.
And people, yeah, we got plans, but we're not going to spill the beans right now. But we got plans. But people, first and foremost, over 250 of you live and exclusive on the Kall-In show, Saturday night settings, 8 p.m. All about your opinions, your club, your views. We're here to facilitate you lot. Ain't about my opinions today. It ain't about Zuberi's opinions today. But we're here if you want to hear our opinions, and we're here to facilitate. First and foremost, every brother and sister, uncle and aunt in there, smash that like button, and everyone wish Zuberi a happy birthday. Because it's my man. I hear it's your happy birthday. Am I hearing right?
Yeah, man. I was born once upon a time, man. Wasn't cloned, you know what I mean? Got the birth certificate, you know, didn't fall from the heavens, even though some people said I look like an angel, move like an angel. When I was born, just another human being, Liverpool fan, you know, hail from the Blue Mountains of Jamaica, here in New York, here on the Kall-In show, here with you people. One good time, man. Cheers, people.
100%, man. Listen, bare love to Zuberi coming through. Bare love coming through. You understand? This is what I'm talking about. I love to see love for my brothers. People, smash that like button. Subscribe if you haven't. This could be your new go-to platform for news. If Elon Musk has his way and Twitter gets dashed like it's getting dashed, looks like, you have to pay a whole heap of subscription for that, apparently. So yeah, guys, you guys might want to just subscribe and like, and yeah, we're gonna have some regular content. I've been slacking, but Zuberi's had a word with me and got me back in the groove and move. And we got people ready to come into the studio. You already know the drill. The pin is linked. The link is pinned. I was gonna say the pin is linked, Zuberi. My head is scrambled. Bro, you know I've had bad jet lag since I've come back from New York, man.
I bet, man.
Jet lag.
Dude, I don't want to give too much away, but the way you was moving in New York, I used to move the same way, but I used to be on the other end of things. So, you know, like you have like the celebrities and then you have the guys behind the camera, behind the equipment. That used to be me.
I'm not going to lie. I can't hear Zuberi and this is pissing me off. Can you lot all hear Zuberi and see Zuberi clearly? Can everyone hear? Isn't the link pinned?
Yeah, the link should be pinned, Ben. If it's not,
the link is pinned
we'll try to pin it up again for you.
Okay, everyone can hear you clearly. Then it's me. Then it's my Wi-Fi problem issues.
Yeah, and the link ain't pinned, man.
That's
so you might want to pin that
how
again.
How are you gonna function and communicate if I can't?
Well, I can hear you
nice and clear, Zuberi.
I can hear you, but you can't hear me, so you might have to check your settings on that.
We're gonna
want the people to come in, and you can't hear them either, you know. But yo, let's get the people in.
Yeah. Let's see who's in first. Reedy's in the building. Let's start getting people in, and then we see how we go on from here.
Yeah, thanks. Yo, bring Reedy in, man. Let me bring Reedy in.
My friend.
Championship.
My friend. See, I'm not gonna lie. I had no intention of letting championship teams call us in.
But
you're a special man.
I remember asking last season, I said, if we go down, am I allowed to join? And you went, of course.
Of course. But you know, things change. You know, agendas change, narratives change. But really, we cannot stop you from coming in. Even though Leicester City now is officially a championship club. I don't even want to ask how you feel, man. How you been, bro? What's happening?
Well, it's a hard one. Obviously, you knew how I was near the end of the season last season, saying that we had Dean Smith for the last 8 games, if I can remember rightly. We got so close. Games we only lost 2 games out of the whole 8 games I think that we had, which was a good stead. Obviously, the only 2 we lost was against Man City and I think Fulham, but that one's out of the question because we got absolutely slapped. But again, we due to Newcastle, we did well there. We got the results that we needed to, but it just didn't work out. And obviously on the last day of the season, it was out of our hands to do it, and Everton did what they needed to do and score an absolute screamer to win, to stay up, didn't they? So not the best things to hear, but I was kind of already in the mind that we were relegated, so it didn't hurt as much when the news came in at the stadium. So I wasn't too annoyed, but now I'm excited for the championship, and I mainly came on to ask you about James Maddison, because in my head, I think it's such a stupid move, isn't it?
What do you mean for Spurs or for Maddison?
For Maddison, surely, because first of all, at the moment it doesn't look like Kane's going, but if he does go and the likes of Son goes, who else is there for him to play with? There's no one. And for me, the way I see it is Maddison's gone for the lifestyle over his career, because if you chose between Newcastle and Spurs, surely you're choosing Newcastle. Surely. Champions League football, top 4.
The team that we really need to sort of keep an eye on in the future, you'd think, is Newcastle. Captain, what are you saying? Are you a bit surprised with that move?
No, I wasn't. I think the move was telling to my agenda. I've never really rated him that highly. No disrespect to him. Every time I've tried to watch him, he's always been like one of those morale player that plays in how he's feeling, and if he's not feeling it, he doesn't quite perform. I think Spurs is befitting a move for him, and I think him going to Spurs just kind of show the lack of interest from the other clubs. Like they probably felt the same way I felt, where they're like, we don't know if you're ready for this top four level because you couldn't quite do it for Leicester. You see how Grealish was balling out for Villa, whether Villa win or lose. He wasn't really doing that. If Leicester lose, he was having a horrible day. If Leicester win, it's like, well, he was doing a little bit okay. So he wasn't quite banging like Grealish was. And I think that's just the difference. Him going to Spurs was probably his best move. I don't think Newcastle would have run as hard for him. We don't want him, obviously. Chelsea, they need to get rid of players more than bringing players in. So the teams that, I mean, that's it. The other teams are City and Arsenal. Arsenal don't want him. City definitely ain't going to take him. So his next best team would have been Brighton or Spurs.
Yeah.
If it went to Brighton, I probably would have rated him more, but I don't even think Brighton wants him. So then out of, let's say, the top 8 teams, Spurs is probably the best pick for him.
Like,
championship.
Don't get me wrong. I've said it from the start when we first got relegated. We need to get rid of him, mainly due to the fact that we know he's going to go, but we want to get it done early. We didn't want it to wait and wait and wait. And like you said, that's probably because Spurs was the first in there to try and get him. That was the case where he's gone. So I do get that point, but I just feel like for a footballing career, surely, even if you had to wait for another team to come in for you, surely you'd go for the playing career. Surely,
no, let me show you something that I realized with football, because I think football is also evolving. Where if you look at the Saudi league now, players are looking at this, and this is, I'm not trying to push the agenda, but I've really thought about this last week. I think players now are looking at the Champions League, the European competitions as a whole, and go, what are my chances I get into a team that's in these competition? And if not, what's the next best move? Is it Aston Villa? Is it West Ham? Is it Wolves? Or I can just go to the Saudi and potentially make the same Champions League money, if not more. So I think players now are just looking at what defines my career as successful. Is it trophies, or is it the ability to provide for my family and probably, put like some foundation together? So I think football now is evolving beyond the trophies and the accolades. And I think Kane at Spurs, now Maddison at Spurs, might just even prove that more so. Because I don't know who's coming for him at Spurs, let's say in the next 2 years. You know what I mean? So I don't know if you've thought about football that way, but that's how I'm starting to see football. Because a lot of players now are at the point where they're 26 to 28 and never played in the Champions League.
No, I get you. I think like you say, I think you're kind of basically saying that it's more about the money and how he's going to end his career already than want to play in the best and the best. So I do get that. And again, maybe he's gone to Spurs because of the money and because it's London, I guess, and not Newcastle, where it's probably less better for the environment, I guess. But I do get you. But I just feel like for us, it was a good move to get it done early. I just thought, like, for instance, quickly, like Mount for Man U. Surely, if you wanted to go for a centre attacking mid style of player, you'd choose Maddison over Mount. Surely.
I'm gonna be honest. I would go Mount over Maddison, and that's me. I'm not saying my words are end all be all. To me, Maddison doesn't look like the type of player that gets you over the line in the thick of things. He can get you over the line in a couple games here or there, but consistently, you look at Mount and you're like, man, this guy looks like a guy we can hang the hat on in the dying moments. Maddison don't quite do that for me. Like a game-winning moment, I think Mount will have more of those than Maddison.
This is interesting. Can I weigh in, man?
Yeah, no, go ahead. What are you saying? Are you hearing me now, Grizz?
I can hear good. I had to come in and come out, so I don't know. Maybe it's my problem. Ziberi, I wanted to get your opinion on this, man. Cold brew coffee. If people don't know, get to know. This is my late. Oh my God, this is keeping me going. Since I've come back from New York.
Yeah, I don't drink cold coffee, man, unless got some Guinness in it still.
Yeah, I know. I saw you in action, innit? but also another souvenir from my New York trip. You know what I mean? Went to see again. I know
we talked about this.
I know it's not your, I know it's not your team. I hear that, but I got to represent it now. I'm an honorary Yankee, isn't it? Because I went to a game, so you know what I mean. I'm there. They got battered. Absolutely battered.
Yeah, I'm glad.
They got butchered. I was there. But listen, Reedy.
What do you think about the football stance with these new players?
We're gonna talk in a minute. Let me just talk to Reedy, innit?
Okay.
Why you want to start a me and you personal conversation when we got guests in the building? Like that's me and you. We can talk anytime. Let's talk to the man then, innit? All right, Reedy. Like he's cussed off Maddison. Like I don't fully agree with Ziberi, but a lot of the points he was making, I do agree with. I think he's got a bit to prove that he can be that guy. He was that guy for you, but that was Leicester City, with all due respect. And ultimately, you got relegated. Of course, it wasn't down to him, but he was one of your main guys. And I think it's fair to say he wasn't consistently great. He was good in a lot of games. I think Spurs move's interesting for him. I think if Kane stays, Son stays.
Oh, I think they could have a cracking season if
I think it could be quite the partnership.
Yeah.
Quite a partnership. But you're right. If you ask me long term, Newcastle was the move. Long term. But it's going to be interesting, my friend. I want to ask you very quickly, because you can imagine the studio is jam-packed. People ain't spoken. The masses want to speak. The order, by the way, I can't type and drink at the same time. The order is Elias next, Kevin, Ben, Yuvraj, Mugi. Please try to remember. Captain, you're going to make a note of that.
Yeah.
Elias, Kevin, Ben, Yuvraj, Mugi, next. And I'll work out the rest of the order in a minute. What's going to happen with the rest of your boys? Is anyone up for Dewsbury Hall? Is anyone up for Harvey Barnes? They can't stick around there, surely.
So, Dewsbury Hall, the moment we got relegated, obviously Luton got promoted. There was a link there with Luton because he used to be on loan there a few years ago. But I don't think that's going to go down. I think we're going to try and build around Dewsbury Hall because he's our kind of main man, I guess, now. I'm
not going to lie, fantastic player, in my opinion. Fantastic player. Yo, Saeed's in the chat as well. Yo, come through if you're free, man. Come through. We'd like to have you on as well. We can cuss your team a little bit as well, man. Buying Mason Mount for 60 million, corrupting the market. Come through, man. Come through. Now you're after some goalkeeper. Your club's a mess, man. But sorry, Reedy, Dewsbury Hall. I hear you. Build your team around him.
I don't. The back? Well, all I can say is at the moment is obviously with the new manager in the coach from Man City, he has already got 2 players in today. He's got Winks from Spurs and Cody from Wolves, which I'm glad with Cody again. If you think about it, I would have had him last year, and that was Premier League level. So he's dropped down into the Championship, so you'd expect him to be an absolute outstanding defender in the Championship. But again, like you say, defense, I'm happy with. We've got a solid back line. It's more about the attack and who we do bring in.
Look, I can only wish you the best of luck. I'm joking. You're allowed anytime you want. You know what I mean? I know this is mainly Premier League, but it's not a problem.
I'm excited for the Championship. I don't care. I'm excited.
Of course.
We're gonna get over 100 points and we're gonna go straight back up.
Have fun, bro. Have fun in the Championship. All the best and keep in touch. It will be great. Keep speaking to you. Nice one. Cheers, yo, Callum's in the building as well. Callum, come through if you're not doing nothing, man. Call in. Come on, man. Let's talk today, man. People, I missed you, man. I missed you. Did you miss the people? I missed the people, you know.
Nah, man. Yo, Grizz, I needed this. And like I told you in the bar, man, like, yo, we need to get this going. Because here's the thing.
I'm not going to lie. He took me in the corner in the bar, pause, right? And he says to me, yo, we need to get the Kall-In show cracking and pumping.
Yeah. Because here's the thing. You're thinking about me and you. Me and you were good on all levels. It doesn't matter. I don't have to talk to you every day. Me and you are good. But you see the people them on Saturday evening in New York and Saturday night over there. They need to talk to us, man. And you see, Callum, make sure you call in. I just dropped the link again. We need to hear from you.
Bruv, Callum, come in, man. You know what I mean? We want to hear from you as well, man. Come and answer the calls for us as well, man. Come, Callum's not a guest. Callum's part of the show, man. Big up, Callum. Yo, is this serious? Like, not even 200 likes after all this time. Like, you didn't miss us. Like your clubs ain't making serious moves in the transfer market. Like, you guys ain't happy. You guys don't want to speak about your team. It's Zuberi's birthday. You don't want to come and wish Zuberi happy birthday. Wait, I wanted to ask you something before we get the next people on. So I see the WhatsApp, yeah? And bless up your amazing, beautiful daughter whose birthday was last week, yeah? And I hear the song, yeah? Explain to me the Indian little twist. Explain to me, is that Guyanese thing? What is it? Is it a twist? What thing? You know what I'm talking about, innit? So if there's my Asian people in the chat, if the Asian people are here, I'm gonna give you a quick rendition of the Indian version, yeah, and then Zuberi might give you the West Indian version that was playing. So I need you to explain to me why go on with that, because I like it, you know. So I was thinking, yo, that tune makes sense to me.
Yeah,
I could deep it. So it goes something like Bar bar mein ye din aaye, bar bar mein something tu jiye hazaron saal ye meri arzu hai. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Zuberi. Happy birthday to you. See what I'm saying? So you hear that? You hear that? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. So something was happening there.
Nah, listen, Grizz. Once again, my journey started in the mountains. These people, maroons. When I say I got light skin, this is light skin. I know it's dark, but trust me, from where I'm from, this is light skin. I like this.
I hear you.
Don't judge me, people.
Nah, we're not judging you.
I love the Asian Indian culture.
See, but I love that mixture. It was wicked.
Yeah, nah, the mixture is dope. Because here's the mixture now. Gambian and Indian.
Okay, that's what it was.
The missus is Gambian and Indian.
Oh.
Yeah, yes, So that's what it is, man.
Tune was back. Wait, I'm telling you, listen, you lot don't support me. I'm going to Bollywood. Here we go. I'm telling you now.
You got some pipes on you still. I heard them.
Bro, watch out. All I'm saying is, people, watch out for the New York videos. Man's know I can. That's all I'm saying. I go, you know what I mean? Back in the day,
you got the vocals still. You got the vocals.
Back in the day, you know what I mean?
But yeah, that's why my daughter looks like that, man. That's why she's in the mood, because I want her to embrace the Indian side. She's already fluent Jamaican, man. She'll run up on you real quick, hit you with the patwa. But the Indian side is a little lacking, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, Gambia of Africa, man. You know,
I see that. I hear that. See, I knew there was a link.
Yeah. So it's Gambian and now I'm African, from Africa, and then the Indian, man.
Happy birthday to Zuberi this week, and happy birthday to the little princess last week. We're good to go, people. Let's get the callers in one by one.
So
make sure you have your points ready, what you want to talk about, your opinions. We're going to try and wrap through as many as we can. The energy is there because we're refreshed. I've been to New York. I slept all week. Stomach issues, all of that business, but I'm good now. No, I'm good. I'm good now. All of that Joe's Pizza, the less spoken about it. You know what I mean? Let's bring in the next caller, man. Who's the next caller? Elias, I believe, is a first-time caller. Elias, welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well.
I'm doing good. I really enjoyed, by the way, the song just now. One of my favorite as well. I'm a big Muhammad Rafi fan as well.
See, there you go. So am I. I didn't know the exact words. I'm going to learn the exact words, and then I'm going to learn the words to the West Indian version, and then I'm going to sing.
I think it goes like this. Bari bari ye din aaye.
Bari
bari ye din aaye, tum jiyo hazaron saal. Happy birthday to you. Yeah, it goes like this.
Yeah, man. Happy birthday to Zuberi.
Favorite birthday song to date.
Bro, it's everyone's favorite. But Elias, first time caller, I believe. Is that true? Or am I missing?
I think I've been in your comments before, but yeah, it's my first time doing a call in. Yeah.
And I see Step Up Spurs. So
yes, I'm a Spurs fan.
And we just cussed you the last. No, we didn't really cuss you. We just said
we didn't cuss. No, we just talk football. Not really something Spurs deliver on, but What are you saying? Are they going to step up and deliver football this season?
Yes, definitely they're gonna step up, and I think that uh, uh, as long as Daniel Levy is there, yeah, you're gonna step up. The best I think you'll do is every season you'll go into maybe Champions League max, like you might get like third, second spot. I don't see like at the moment until like let's say if in this season you were to sort of like your defense, I don't see us winning a trophy unless your defense is sorted. But I'm glad that we have sort of like figured out the missing piece of the creative attacking midfielder that we were missing since Ericsson left us.
Oh yeah.
Because since Ericsson left us, I think and then Dele Alli just became bad. Really, we never really had a creative attacking midfielder who can find the gaps, who can really go through the deep playing teams and all that. So I'm really glad about this signing. In fact, why is that signing not in your description, by the way? I'm just curious. You put there Szoboszlai, Havertz, Mount.
I'm not gonna lie. I didn't do the description. Shout out to Noor who does the videos. If you haven't checked out his spaces, half spaces video on Szoboszlai for Liverpool, what have you been doing? Go and check it out. Noor done the description. He obviously didn't think of it as one of the major significant, but we'll have a go at him later. But listen, I think it's an excellent price. I think it's an excellent piece of business from your side of things. We were just questioning Maddison's wisdom. Am I right, Captain?
Yes. And the reason why I'm saying yes, I'm not trying to say he should have turned down Spurs. From a Spurs fan perspective, I don't think they should have any quarrels. You know, getting a guy like Maddison, where a year and a half ago, top four was, you know, looking at him, not quite interesting, but looking at him. And for him to end up at Spurs, I'm not saying it's the best you guys can get, but it's starting to look like it. So it should be a great signing for you guys, with or without the big boys staying or leaving at your club.
Yeah, I think in terms of the Spurs perspective, definitely it's a good signing as well. And as a Spurs fan, I mean, I'll be honest. Like, I think this is something that I discussed on my channel as well. I said that yes, this signing is a surprise. Like, it came as a shocker. Like, when we were linked with him, we all say that, oh, this is the usual PR nonsense that Daniel Levy and Donna Cullen like to spread around. Because that always happen. Like, I think some players that whenever we are linked with a creative attacking midfielder, like a big name. In past, we used to be linked quite often with Nicolo Zaniolo. Like, I would always say that's a PR nonsense that Levy is spreading. But the moment actually we got James Maddison, I was shocked. I'll be honest, I was shocked. But apparently, what have been discovered is that not many clubs showed the interest in him in terms of
that's very surprising. You know that.
That's very surprising
because especially at that price, you know, especially at that price, 40 million. I don't think. That's a very, very good
Actually, you will be surprised. It's not just 40 million. It's only 30 million plus 10 million that we gave them. Actually, is Harry Winks. So we offloaded Harry Winks to Leicester, who is like the player that we've been trying to get rid of.
I was gonna ask Reedy about
and
that.
And then it's only just 30 million plus 10 million that is for the Harry Winks that particular thing. So in a way, we have managed to get rid of Harry Winks, who has been a trouble for us in Spurs, like one of the deadwood players.
I rate him.
You rate him?
Yeah,
you would have it at
level, I think he's a good player. Maybe Leicester City level, okay, no problem. Not Leicester City in the Championship level. I think he's a good player. I think
he's too inconsistent, I'll say. Maybe you are rating him as a good player because he somehow always delivers against Liverpool.
Yeah, well, it seems to be all the dead players come alive when it comes to Liverpool. I don't know what it is. We just bring out.
Are you gonna say you rate him and then say dead players?
Okay, I'll rate him. I'm angry. No, maybe I'm just angry. Bitter.
No, you're right. Some not so great players do turn up against us, but I've never rated Winks. I thought it was just overhyped from London.
No, Winks is poor in my opinion. Like, I think as we all know, in football, consistency is the key, and he has been inconsistent for a long time. The only couple of good seasons he had with us was like the 2017, 2018. But since even the Champions League final when we lost to you guys, he looked like really bad in my opinion.
But Elias, the main question on everyone's lips when it comes to Spurs right now.
I know we are going.
Is Harry Kane staying or going? Because this will, in my opinion, define your season. Whether you challenge for the top 6, top 5, yeah, because that's the best you can do, in my humble opinion. Or if Harry Kane goes, my brother Elias, first time speaking to you, it could be the last time I'm speaking to you. You may not want to call into any other show at any platform ever again. Because if Harry Kane leaves
I'm a
you,
very stubborn Spurs fan. I'll let you know this, just so you know.
okay, what's going to happen?
Okay, I particularly think that certain clubs, I think, may try, from the looks of it. One is definitely Bayern. Bayern would go for him. I don't think Daniel Levy would try and sell him at any of the Premier League club. And from the looks of it, I don't think Premier League clubs are showing that much interest in him, except maybe Chelsea. Because right now, I think today is the first day Pochettino has started his job at Chelsea already. Poch may come for him and send in a big bid, and we know that Chelsea can afford can give in that sort of money to
the big check. Well, he won't go there.
Yeah, big check. However, we usually don't do business with Chelsea. If you all know, it's when was the last time I think we did a business with Chelsea? I think we haven't done much of a business with Chelsea. We usually don't do business with our London rivals, which is Arsenal and Chelsea. The other club I think right now who's looking very likely is Bayern. But Bayern, we all know, I don't think they will submit any bid that's above 100 million at the moment.
No chance.
No chance that Bayern would submit something above 100 million. And Daniel Levy won't take anything below 100 million for Harry Kane. If Declan Rice has gone to Arsenal for 105 million, there is no way Daniel Levy would take anything below 100 million for Harry Kane. Now, I think the other sorry, Grizz, you were saying something.
No, go for it. Sorry.
I think the other one I would say maybe it would depend is where Mbappe might end up. If Mbappe were to end up at, let's say, one of the other clubs and he were to leave PSG, then I think PSG might make a big bid for Harry Kane.
He won't go there.
He won't go, but he won't want to go there in terms of like the standard of the leagues and all that. Like, why would you leave Premier League where you don't win trophies and Spurs and end up at League One? That doesn't make sense for Spurs. The only one
might win a trophy at PSG though. That's the only place he's guaranteed to win a trophy.
He might win a trophy there, yeah, but yeah, like what would you tell? Yeah, I left Spurs and went to League One, where every year PSG wins, and then I won a trophy there. Doesn't make sense. I mean, Bayern still, at least the Bundesliga has that sort of a competition, makes sense. But again, the other one was Real Madrid. But Real Madrid, I think Florentino Perez has said that after that Joselu signing, he's not signing anymore. So they are kind of satisfied with Joselu as their striker at the moment, from the looks of it. So in a way, if I've dissected the whole scenario for you, and if you look at it, I think Harry Kane is staying. And apparently, we are from some of the sources that are close to the club. They have also been telling us that Daniel Levy is not even willing to sell him. So what he's trying to do is he's trying to sell Harry Kane a project, basically. So when Harry Kane is returning now from his holidays, I think Postecoglou wants to see him. It's the same.
What project? Tell me which project.
I also don't know what project.
The state your finances in, especially with that man in charge. What project can you sell for me? To a top. I don't know what Zuberi's opinion is, but for me, he's a top 3 to 5 strikers in world football. Exactly. That's how much I rate Harry Kane. How is Spurs and Levy gonna sell him a project at the age of, how old is he? There's no way you can sell him a project after you've just hired. Don't get me wrong. I think your coach has got great potential, but that's what it is right now. And look at the state of your squad. How much energy is required to bring in? We thought we lacked energy and legs, as Liverpool fans. You guys need defenders, midfielders. Your whole squad needs rejuvenating, I would say.
I won't say whole squad. I think at the moment it looks like 2 centre backs at least, and then maybe 1 more midfielder. Overall, the rest of the players, I think they pretty much seems all right to me. Like Pedro Porro.
Really?
Pedro Porro, Udoji, I think
who's your wide attackers? Are you relying on Kulusevski, who started off like a house on fire, finished like a damp squib? Are you relying on Son, who had probably
I am relying on both Son and Kulusevski. I'll tell you, I know they had a indifferent season, but if you realize Son on a regular basis, every season he scored like average about 12 to 13 goals. And in a way, I don't think Son had a bad season. We all know that he was injured. He came out and said that he was injured throughout the whole of the season. He was carrying the injury. Kulusevski as well. I think the whole managerial changes and all that, it kind of took a bit of a toll on him as well. He was doing well under Conte, but when we had the issue and then he was injured, after that, he just couldn't. But Kulusevski, we all know the season before that, when he came into Spurs, he had a great season with us. Even Son, consistently, he has been scoring 10 plus goals every season for Spurs. He's not bad. And I think he still has it in his leg for like at least 2 or 3 more years, at least. So I am relying on that. And Richarlison, I don't rely much on him. Richarlison, I don't rely much on him. I'll be honest about
Richarlison,
that.
You guys gonna pipe up about Richarlison? I said he's gonna be at the start of the season. I said he's gonna be the worst transfer of the year. And Spurs fans were in my comments and my opinions like, how can you say you're just a Liverpool fan who hates Everton? I said he's gonna be the worst signing. How much was he?
I tell you, it was 60 million plus some add-ons. It's like I think one of our most expensive signings that we have ever made. And that's the thing with Spurs. Our most expensive signings are usually the ones that turn out to be the flop ones. Tanguy and Dombele was the most expensive signing. It turned out to be the flop.
Oh, wow. Exactly. I'm going to put a poll up, actually. I'm going to actually put a poll up while we talk. But Elias, it's been wonderful chatting to you for the first time.
Yep. Wonderful chatting to you guys as well.
Want to talk to you some more.
We wish him luck, though, right, Captain?
I want to talk to him some more before I can even wish him luck. He seems level-headed. I like where he's going. I like the questions you ask him.
Yeah, I'm a level-headed Spurs fan. I don't worship Daniel Levy and his PR nonsense. I speak the truth. That's why a lot of Spurs fans hate me. But yeah, Spurs fans are usually a bit deluded. Ignore them. Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
He sounds like the Zabiri of Spurs. I like him. But we'll talk some more. Call in, become a regular. We'll talk to you soon. All right.
Yep, we'll talk to you guys.
Nice one, Elias. Take care. Thank you for the support. Hope to chat to you soon. Let's hope for your sake Kane stays. Because otherwise, oh shit. Shit.
Don't worry. You will still see me around. Don't worry.
Take care. All the best.
You,
all right. Guys, come on. Keep smashing those likes. We're going to keep getting the callers in. Very quickly, do you agree with my opinion on Spurs? If Kane goes, they're in a whole heap of shit.
Nah, I don't quite think so, because it can go both ways. You remember when Bale left for 100 mils, like the first time, bro? They bought like 14 players with that 100 mil. You remember some guys we've never heard of. It didn't quite work. So I think with the new manager and the same owner, they would look at that 100 mil a lot different and say, instead of getting 14, let's hope they bang player, we can get 4 or 3 solid player.
It's 2023. 100 million buys you
2 good players. 2 good players.
I know.
2 good players.
But that's if you scout like us. That's if you search like
Great.
us. Otherwise, you're paying, and we're gonna get into it. And I'm intrigued to see. Remember, me and you were speaking. I'm intrigued to see if we get any Man United or Chelsea people in, because these days you're paying 65 million for Havertz, who hasn't done F all. You know what I mean?
But so that's the difference, though, Grizz. Because here's the thing. Maddison, 40 mil-ish, 35, 30 with the Wings deal, right? What I'm trying to show you is the project for Kane is Kulusevski's son. They never really had a reliable midfield to supply him. Now they got Maddison. So there is kind of something cooking. It's just 4 or 5 years too late. Can I say 4 or 5 years too late? You remember Champions League final Spurs? Can you imagine that team with Maddison in there? Problems.
Yeah, I hear you.
Problems.
All right, let's get the callers in, man. Me and you're gonna start.
Yeah.
Chatting.
So the next one is Ben.
Was it Ben?
No, it's Kevin. Sorry, then Ben. Yeah.
Okay. You're gonna start a war if you mess up the order.
Nah, man. Welcome, Kevin. It's been a minute. Hope you're well.
I'm doing all right. How you guys doing? Happy birthday, by the way. Can you guys hear me well?
We can hear you, my brother.
You, man. Hear you loud and clear, Kevin.
Good. Man, it's just, as a United fan, it's, oh God, it's just so frustrating.
What's frustrating, man? What's going on?
The whole transfer window. Grizz, I wake up every day and the first thing I do is go straight to Twitter. Please let the club be sold by now. Please just just have this takeover complete by now. But
But what's that
day
going to change? I'm going to ask you the same question I ask every other United fan. You're going to splash more money?
no, see, the thing is, well, one, money does play a part, but not in the way you guys think. Because yes, the Glazers have spent a lot, and I get that argument, but they don't spend it well. There's a lot of things they do wrong. On top of that, for example, we're in a lot of debt, so because it's FFP and things like that, we can't even spend much of it. If the Qatari come in, we don't have to inflate so much, but we'll be able to spend more because we won't have that restriction. And we're we're a huge club, so we make a lot of income. So we don't need like billions of dollars to put in. We just need someone to kind of put a little bit of structure in it. Our selling, our structure, the team, everything just needs a revamp. And under the Glazers, they don't have, they know about sponsorships and the business financial with making money, but anything soccer related, football related, anything on the pitch related, anything at all like that, and they don't know what they're doing, and that just keeps on dragging the club more and more down. So that's why I really want the takeover, because I'm hoping, we don't know, but I'm hoping they can at least put a little bit of structure in and at least get some competent people that know what they're doing, that start having it run like a machine, like City or like Liverpool, where you guys have a team. It's not just someone at the top puts people that they don't know what they're doing in charge, and then it just goes downhill more and more from there. So that's why I want the takeover. It's not necessarily the spending the money, but when they do come in, we will be able to spend more, because I know they're going to clear the debt, and hopefully negotiations and things like that improve. Our selling, we are horrible at selling. Like, we just sold 2 players for under $1 million who are good, promising little, young talents. When you have Chelsea selling one for 15 to 25 who don't play much. And it's like, we have young talent that 870,000. It's like, that's peanuts, man. We're run so bad. So that's why I'm hoping for the takeover.
I heard a frustration, man. I heard a frustration in your voice. I mean, me and Captain are smiling and laughing inside. We're hoping Man United fans, like last season, you guys were piping up, and certain callers, I don't know if they're going to start calling in this year as well. Shout out to, was it Rajav?
Not Rajan, the
Raj, come through, people. Where are you lot at, man? We want to speak. We want to speak. This time last year, you guys were just flying and saying you're going to win the league and this hype and that hype. But Kevin, you sound like a realist, So I feel your pain, I hope it continues. Don't get me wrong. I'm mad like that. I'm nasty like that. I hope your pain continues, like your Man United pain. But,
yes, I hear.
But apart from that, so what, man? Like, where you with De Gea?
I wanted him gone. I understand. Like, it's crazy because last year I was like, all right, he's not a priority. He's decent enough. He can hang us in there. We got other things on the pitch. And then I started thinking about it as we got towards the latter stages of the season. I said, wait, we're United. We can buy 2 or 3 top priorities. We don't need to just push him on the back burner. And it got to a point where, all right, we need to get rid. And right now it looks like we're linked to Onana, and I would really want him at the club.
Bad boy keeper.
Yeah, but
dangerous,
like I said, with the whole takeover,
he's dangerous. He likes to do his thing. I don't know if Ten Hag looks like a street. No, you know what I mean by that, Captain? No, he likes.
Let me jump in here.
He likes to do his thing,
Here's the thing. I want to play goalkeeper. That's why I started age 11. I started learning the goalkeeper trade. But here's the thing, Grizz. It gets boring sometimes, If you're on a good team, being a goalkeeper, you have nothing to do, bro. And Onana looked like he's fed up. He was never a goalkeeper. He was Grizz, man is on the halfway line, the center D. Listen.
I hear that shout, but you got to remember, Ten Hag already managed Onana before. And on top of that, Ten Hag isn't the type of, I know, but on top of that, Ten Hag isn't the type of coach that likes to let players do what they want. I still remember this one clip before he joined United about him screaming at this one player who didn't want to run back, and he told him, you're not playing for yourself, you're playing for the team. So I don't see, I guess I'm curious to see how it'll be, but I don't think that'll be a huge issue.
Bartes was that guy as well. You used to have a guy. That's a good shot by Ash. Remember Bartes, Fabian Bartes? He used to be that mad guy as well.
I don't remember him.
Now it's before your time. My
You know,
bad.
you know what I'm thinking though, Grizz and Kevin. I don't know if this is what you're thinking with the Onana shout. You see how the Premier League, because of Pep, shout out to his managerial genius, has structured goalkeeper being a ball playing goalkeeper versus just a shot stopper. De Gea is very old school, where he's just a great shot stopper. So you guys getting a ball playing goalkeeper. I'm gonna be very honest. I'm not trying to diss Alisson. I'm not trying to diss the Brazilian over at City, whatever his name is. Onana is probably the best ball playing goalkeeper around.
Yeah,
So if you guys are gonna evolve into that team, good on you. But if you're gonna play regular old rigid football with Onana, it ain't gonna work. So I don't know if that's what you're thinking.
If he's better than Edison, that's ridiculous. Because I'm not saying it's a ridiculous shout. I'm saying he's ridiculously good. I need to see more of him to come to a conclusion or a decision that if he's better than Edison, because Edison, he's ridiculous with the ball.
No, Grizz. Onana is taking man on in the box and bringing the
That's
ball to the
different.
halfway line.
I don't want my keeper to be taken on man. I want Edison's. I want Edison. I'm serious. What are you doing? I'm slapping you. I want Edison's ball playing skills in terms of passing. If he's got that passing ability, and you're saying that's better than Edison, fair enough. If you're saying he's a better footballer than Edison, I'm business. I don't care.
Grizz, take my word for it. I've been scouting this guy forever. Ball carrying, which goalkeeper don't get praise for. Passing. Grizz, this is an outfield player in goal. This is.
I know. I hear that.
Grizz, this is an outfield. Bro, he's probably a 6 at heart.
I hear that.
Grizz, the guy's ridiculous.
And the way Mo speaks about him, because I've seen a lot of videos with Mo and him, and the way Mo speaks about him has me excited even more for him. So
Which Mo is this?
Judge Mo, the one that
Mo Chacha, is that his name?
He's on your Eurostars, Judge Mo.
Oh yeah, the Inter fan Mo.
Yeah, Inter Mo, yeah.
We'll get if United get Onana, I'll get his opinion, and we'll see what
he's been raving about him for the past
100%.
week.
I can imagine people raving on about him. I can imagine he looks at a very lively character, let's just say. But listen, Kevin, it's been fantastic speaking to you. We feel your pain. We love your pain. We hope your pain continues.
Long may it continue. 2023. No, I need this to continue at least another 10 years.
It'll be over soon. I know this month will probably be the last month of having the Glazers, and then you guys will be in pain, and then I'll be loving it. So,
Kevin, before you go, I have one question to ask you, because I'm pretty sure you know oil money was floating around Liverpool around Christmas.
Yeah.
Glazers staying. How you feeling then?
If the Glazers stay, man, you guys will see me crying more often on here. I'll still be calling in, but you won't hear any excitement or anything. I know what it'll lead to if the Glazers stay, so it's just more of the same. Like I said, money was never an issue. If Glazers get investment, they get more money, and that's not going to change anything. It's just the way it's run. So more money isn't going to make any difference.
That's my point.
Qatar will be money, but with hopefully, because we don't know.
No, there's no guarantee. Look how they run
exactly.
Look how they run PSG. PSG is the worst run club in world football. I keep telling people. It doesn't guarantee anything.
Saying,
you just want change because you're so fed up with the Glaziers. But to ask for just Qatar is wild. I think you need better owners, of course. But I'm telling you now, I know people that know these Qataris. Yeah, these are not football people. They haven't got a clue behind the scenes. I know how these guys operate. It's a bunch of people that just want to buy a club, and they're trying to work out how to run a football club. And it's almost Man United is going to be an experiment for them. You understand? Whereas Newcastle were run by professional man. Amanda Steverley has experience in the game. There's a whole heap of different. But I'm going to address this issue on a different show. You know what I mean? But you guys carry on. I keep telling Saeed, man, he ain't gonna answer your prayers, bro. This is just like get Qataris. Nah, bro, you're gonna end up.
I think that's more hope you're saying from Grizz. I think that's a little bit of fear there in that voice when you're saying that too.
Look, I fear. Honestly, God, I fear Newcastle more than you right now. I fear, obviously, Man City. I fear Arsenal more than you guys. Honestly, I don't fear you guys at the moment. You finished above us, whatever. I think it was above your, what's the word? Your true level. I genuinely think that, you guys not as good as it was made to look out. But this time will tell.
Time will tell. Yep.
Kev, always
Have
a
a great
pleasure.
day, guys.
Never a chore.
Big
Look
up,
after
Kev,
yourself.
man.
Always a
You too.
pleasure. Take care of yourself. All right. Listen, a couple of super chats that I want to get through. From Chombai, hashtag you'll never walk alone. Big up to you, G. I finally catch you live so I can super chat and support your channel. FSG out. My brother, thank you very much for your love and support. FSG out. You suddenly see the facial expression of my co-host change.
Yeah, I was gonna salute you when you said you're catching us live. That last little piece cost you a salute still, but big up, man. Thanks for the support.
What do you
bro.
mean, man? FSG out. Listen, it's halfway through the transfer window. I'm telling you, this transfer window defines them for me. Otherwise, I'm hashtagging that shit. If they
Now,
don't
here's
do
the
nothing
thing.
else,
Here's the thing. I'm gonna stop you there, and I want everyone listening to listen to what I'm about to say very carefully, even though most people brand me FSG in. When people say, nah, they need to do more, they need to spend. If you talk to me and we go over it factually, not emotionally, you would know, bro, they've been spending in the past 2 windows without even selling to buy. And here's another thing. This window is probably one of their most ambitious windows thus far. And they've always guaranteed you a signing before July 1st. So the more you're asking for, of course, I want more as well. But bro, it's not like they're not doing nothing. You know what I mean? But you're entitled to your opinion. FSG out, bro. That's your opinion. My opinion is I'm just not going over the top, bro. We're not in the red. You see the last caller, how he was crying? If you want to cry with him about FSG, bro, you're clearly crying about the wrong things. That's all I'm saying.
Chombai, the brother, sends in another super says, I want to build a team that's invincible, so that they have to send a team from bloody Mars to beat us. Bill Shankly. I want a manager with this level of mentality. I almost support this club for 4 decades. You will know we've been through rough. You've been
saluting
through
this. You know
you've
why I'm
been through
saluting
some
this?
shit, then, bro. That's all I'm saying.
You know why I'm saluting this?
Mm.
He said, I want a manager with this level of mentality.
Yeah, you
That's nothing to do with FSG.
Yeah, you
big
switched
up. Big up.
Switched up.
Big up. Big up. You switched up in 2 super chats, but big up, bro.
You switched up there. As soon as the manager chat, you rose. you rose. But as soon as FSG was chatting, yeah, you sunk back in your seat. But listen, you're fair play to you, man. I don't know what to say to you, man. You know what I mean? You got your opinions. We're gonna talk, of course, all summer about your opinions, and let's see how it goes. Who's next in the? Listen, people in the studio. I've put up the chat. Listen, if you leave the order, that's why you have to go back of the queue because I can't keep up. You can't be like, you know, when you're in the barbers and there's a whole heap of people cutting their hair, and you go out for a quick drink, and you come back, you say, "Yo, I was before." What does the barber say? I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Get back to the back of the queue. I can't. This is how
Ben was next, though. Definitely, Ben was next.
I got the order. Ben, Mahmoud, Albert, Paul, Hano, Bruno, Mugi for now. And then we'll work it out after that. Ben, what are you telling me, my friend? How are you? I think the last time we spoke, he was a little bit, come on, man, I'm getting itchy feet or something. I think something along those lines. How you feeling today? How you feeling now?
Well, first of all, I want to say happy birthday to Zabiri, my July brother. You'll be interested to know mine's actually the 4th of July, so we share that day together. So
Nah, big up, Ben.
So
big up, man.
I want to come America one time for my birthday still. That's
it's lively. Let me tell you.
Ben.
I went to New York a few years ago, to be fair, Chris. I've seen that, but that's all I've done.
Ben, if you name the place you want to be at, and if it's New York, just let me know, man. Just let me know. And tell me what level you want to be at. I asked Grizz what level he wanted to be at. He told me, and I was like, I saw your level. No.
Before people start, tell them I said humble settings. Me, you understand? Yeah. Community man, family man, humble settings. Yeah. Otherwise, Zuberi, just holler him. That's what I'm saying.
Ben, pick your difficulty and we'll go from there.
We'll do it. And obviously, welcome back, Grizz, as well. Missed the streams, man.
Nice one, brother. Nice one. Love you every time.
You're welcome, mate. And the third thing I want to do is just apologize to the chat because we've been live for 55 minutes and we've listened to some dusty ballers, some dusty teams. I'm hearing Dewsbury Hall chat, Mason Mount.
Maddison.
We're here to talk about a baller now, guys, because we're gonna. You already know 3 Liverpool fans on the panel right now. There's only one topic I want to talk about right now.
Talk that talk, man. I see that McAllister kit in the back. You think I didn't notice? You think I didn't notice that McAllister kit in the back there?
There we go. Oh, there we go. I'm not getting the away one though. I'll have to get Szoboszlai and the purple one when it comes.
Wait, that's a lot of letters right there. Are you gonna pay for every single letter, or are you gonna just?
Yeah, bro. You don't
it's
see
not like that anymore. To be fair, it's not like that. It's just,
isn't it like?
Kit?
Yeah, it's just a set number now.
I'm just so old school in it, Ben. Sorry, I just showed my age. So it's not. It don't work like that anymore.
It's like £12, like no matter what. Yeah.
Embarrassing.
Yeah, nah, Grizz, you exposed yourself there. You just picked the number, bro, and it comes with the letters. Ain't that right, Ben? You picked the number and it comes with the letters, right?
Yeah, any name you want for the same price.
Alexander Arnold, bro. You just
shit! Back in my day, that would have cost you £258.
And they have no age left in the shop as well. You can't get it.
I'm telling you. Listen, even if it meant getting it like from the back all the way to the front, you can please to do that. Bro. Oh shit. Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
So listen. Come on, can you carry on?
No. I obviously you said at the start like I was getting a bit twitchy. I think I've had a lot of stick from Liverpool fans on Twitter for being a bit positive, and I've been telling people, trust the manager, trust what he's saying, because let's not forget some of those press conferences towards the end of the season. He started saying stuff we've never heard Jurgen Klopp say before. We will spend, we will rebuild, we'll do this, and people kept saying, but we hear the same thing every summer, and I'm like, if you think that this summer is going to be the same as any other window, you're a bit silly, because we've seen the worst team that we've seen under Klopp so far, the worst midfield, the worst results at home, and it's just like there was obviously something going to change, and then we get McAllister in like rapids pretty much as soon as the season ends. And there's still meltdowns, and there's still people crying and saying like, we're going to end the window with one sign, and what are we going to do? No one's going to come to us because we're not in the Champions League. And then you hear about how McAllister, he didn't even want Champions League. Szoboszlai didn't care about Champions League, just wants Klopp and Liverpool. And, I'm in a really good place right now, because I always felt like, last season was bad, but as long as we make the right investments, which absolutely perfect start to the window so far, we will be absolutely fine next summer. We've still got great players. Yes, a lot of them may have not had great seasons last year. We've still got a world-class manager. We've still got the foundations to build on to make a Klopp 2.0 kind of thing. And I don't know if you guys could share any light on it. The whole this is for whatever reason, it's been the most toxic, the most unbearable period for Twitter for us right now, and thankfully it's down at the minute, so people can't voice those opinions. But I don't know about you guys, but I'm easy. We've got those 2 boys in. There's, from what we hear, there's going to be more to follow. Next season's already looking good to me.
I speak loads, man. The captain needs to give his opinions, because he only comes once a week on a call-in show. I tweet loads. I speak loads. People are bored of my voice and my face and my opinion. So Ben's giving his opinion. Captain, what are you saying? I may chip in at the end.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, Ben. And big up, man, for standing and staying true to what you've been saying. Because here's the thing. People clout, Zabiri, he loves FSG. Bro, I'm not one to burn the house down. I don't care what the insurance money is. I'm not going to fake burn the house down like I don't care. I care about this club. You know what I mean? And the process, let's be honest, worst transfer window ever was probably last season. Because at the beginning, we were good. At the end, we're not good. You know what I mean? So it's almost like we didn't quite prepare. And then what the manager said, I'm listening to him. I feel like he's talking to me every press conference. He's saying, look, the player I wanted went to another club. What do you want me to do? Just go get another guy just to get another guy's sake? So the guy's obviously thinking for the future. And you can't knock that. As long as you're thinking for the future, taking it from this level to the next level, I'm with it. The team he's putting together now, McAllister, great signing before July 1st. Can't complain. I'm relaxing out of nowhere. Szoboszlai. I'm like, whoa.
Out of nowhere, bro.
Like, out of nowhere. For me. Here's the thing.
Absolute best transfers.
I've talked to other YouTube streamers, and I'm telling them, look, we always get a business done early, just as the league end. There's always a surprise signing, and it's whatever the manager wants. From my point of view, it looked like he didn't want anything, but I can't say that because he said it. The players I want went to another club. The guy is in line. I'll tell you what the issue is. It's these clickbaits. Champions League semi-final. Liverpool ain't even in it, but you're seeing Liverpool news. Why? The club didn't release that. The manager didn't release that. People are just putting out random stuff. So what I'm trying to get people to see is like, yo, look, the target is top 4. If we can win the league, we win the league. A lot of Liverpool fans don't want to accept that because they feel like accepting top 4 and winning the league, if we can win the league, is beneath us. Bro, okay, scale it back. Only one team can win. So if you're not winning it, where do you want to fall? I've heard fans say, yeah, if we're not winning it, we might as well come 8th. What? That makes no sense. So, Grizz, these are the people that's on Twitter. That's why I'm not on these spaces, because I cannot see these people and entertain them.
Spaces are the worst, man. Honestly.
Some of these spaces, Grizz, are absolutely shambles. People are telling me, oh, the top 4 is not good enough. All of a sudden, we're not making top 4. They're going to tell me top 4 is the minimum. Bro, you wasn't saying that. You're not consistent. I'm always consistent in what I'm saying. If top 4 is the target, and if we can win it, we win it. That's okay. It's okay to come second or third. I'm not saying come second or third every season in, but bro, only one team can win it. All we have to do is try to be that one team.
This is why I went back to a lot of people last season, and you know, the whole going for the quad season, we came out with 2 trophies and runners up, and I said last season, like, you know, you guys were saying that's failure last season. I'd give absolutely anything to have that season now. You know, I was fortunate enough to be at Wembley for one of the finals. I went to the City game in the semi-final at Wembley. I had a very good year in terms of going, watching the team. And, you know, I would have done anything to be able to do that again last season. I would have given any money, anything I have. Like, and these guys, I was like, you honestly think that's failure? 2 trophies and just missing out on the last day because Gundogan's done a madness. Like, so you're right. Yeah. I think, obviously, I want to compete. And I think my mood's changed. Like, seeing Szoboszlai come in, McAllister come in, and to hear that we're not done, you'd be a fool to write us off next summer. That's all I'll say. Next season.
Look, I get the whole people mentioning PTSD, right? I get the impatient or the itchy feet when business doesn't get done ASAP. But this week took the piss. Like, normally I understand because FSG. Like, do you remember when they bought Khanage and then just went to sleep for the whole window? Yeah. Other situations as well. We buy early and then we just damp squib. Yeah, nothing happening. Silent, empty streets. Shops all closed. FSG gone home.
Crickets chirping.
I'm telling you can hear crickets chirping. Yeah. But we know that 4 people left. That's automatically. So forget everything else. We know that there's going to be action because 4 people left. We know that we have been negligent in the past from top to bottom. And I always label everyone in the same boat. Because for me, when you win, it's a team effort. When you lose, it's a team effort. And when I say team, I'm talking FSG. I'm talking John Henry to the recruitment team, to the head of analytics, to Klopp, to Pep, to his team, to everyone. And then the players, of course. But we knew, like Ben said, we had the most disastrous season ever. And we see and hear like Klopp talking to Zuberi in every press conference. There's nothing I can do right now. He almost was apologetic in every press conference.
He was.
Every press conference, I fucked up, man. I fucked up.
And he also said it at one point. He said he doesn't agree with everything that happens. But he's an employee.
But he also said I fucked up, no problem. In like reading through the lines, I fucked up, but there's nothing I can do now. Summer, and I know what I need to do. He kept saying it. I've never seen Klopp in this zone. I've never seen Klopp in this zone. He was like, I know what I need to do. Just let the summer come. Let the summer come. If you add that into the owners who are multi-millionaires, billionaires, and they reach the top because they know business. They don't know football. They might not know football. They might have learned football over the years. They don't know football. They got a man who knows football. combine the two. If you really think that they were going to be negligent and just promote Curtis and Elliot and Bejitic and bring in, because people were saying McAllister, yeah, that's it. Go and check my replies to my tweets, because I don't reply to anyone anymore unless I've known them for a little while. I've turned militant on Twitter. I don't reply to anyone. I don't talk to anyone anymore. Only to the people that I've spoken for years to, that, you know, I can trust. They're not dickhead. No dickhead policy like Klopp. Yeah, so people were saying, yo, why are you doing this to yourself? And why are you doing it to the fan base? We're done for the window. McAllister, that's it. And I don't know what to say to them. Like, how do you think it's done?
For me, it wasn't even the fact that, I know you said that 4 went out, 3 of them being centre mids. Even if you take into account those 3 centre mids that went out, at least 2 of them that we've still got aren't good enough. So that's essentially 5 centre mids that you've now got to think about improving on or replacing. And people still didn't see it. And look, I know it's all about PTSD. It's previous windows, you know. The one
it is, and I get that, and 100% I get that.
Yeah, but this summer was always going to be different. From the moment they pulled out of Jude, I was like, yeah, I know what's going to happen now. We're going to, you know, get a few in. And I always said, right, I was heartbroken about Jude. I was on that train from day one. That's that. And I still like Jude, by the way. You see people fully turn on him. I still like the guy. But as I always said, as long as the guys that they do go and invest that money in now are top players, and I've seen McAllister, baller, seen glimpses of Szoboszlai against us, by the way. He had a very good game when he was at Salzburg at 19 at Anfield, and he actually said that's the only game in his lifetime he's ever felt nervous before playing.
He's ridiculous, man.
He's
I don't look. We don't.
I watched Grizz every single comp, every single analysis video. I am absolutely buzzing to watch this guy play for us.
And we're not done yet. And we're not done yet.
No, we're not done. Not at all.
As soon as we pull out Jude, very quickly, Captain. I'm so sorry. Very quickly. As soon as we pull out Jude, I was the most gutted. Not the most gutted. Most embarrassed.
You was on the train, Grizz. You was actually on the Jude train.
Shut up, man. You know what? Don't do this in it live. Like, allow me, innit? Allow me. So what I'm saying is, I was embarrassed at the whole episode. Yeah? The episode from the start to the end, the way we handled our business. But from a footballing logical point of view, I knew it made sense. It's just the hurt and the embarrassment with rival fan bases trolling us, me saying, Jude. We know every Tom, Dick, and Harry. Forget Tom, Dick, and Harry. We know every reliable journalist. Forget Grizz Khan on Twitter, man. Every reliable journalist had said he's Liverpool bound. The noises that they were hearing, Ornstein, before he came out with the bombshell, Joyce, you name it, Neil Jones, Bascom, King, everyone, even the German side of things, all of them said, Jude is Liverpool. He's Liverpool. He wants Liverpool. He's going to Liverpool. He wants Liverpool. As long as Liverpool stump up the money. People that want to tell you who chose Madrid, no problem. That's fine. If you think he chose Madrid, that's fine. No one's going to change your mind. No. I know we didn't stump up the money. We didn't stump up the money. We didn't think it made financial sense for us because of the fuckery of a season we had, because of the mess up of the previous windows. So it is our fault. And it is still embarrassing. No, I think it's embarrassing. But as long as we invested that money or that whole package into the team and the backbone of the team, I was good. And I said, me personally, and I only speak for myself. People think, oh, don't speak for me. I never want to speak. If people want me to think I speak for them, that's up to them. I only speak for myself. I wanted 3 central midfielders and a centre-back at the start of the window. I didn't want 5, 6, 7.
We weren't getting that.
We want a striker. We want a left back. We want a right back. I wanted 3 centre midfielders, starters, Zuberi, and I wanted a centre-back level of a starter. I believe we're going to get 3 central midfielders that are starters and a centre-back who's a level of a starter. Because people have been saying, you've been saying, we're going to get a starting centre-back. Well, you think we're going to get better than Konate and Virgil? I may have said it wrong. What I meant was the level of a starter. Yeah. And I think we're going to get that. And I think we're good to go. Whether it's good enough to challenge City, no one fucking knows, man. Stop doing these ones where you think you know. No one knows. But we have to prepare. We have to prepare ourselves. Last season, we thought we were well prepared. I hold my hands up. I thought, yeah, maybe we can wing it with the World Cup in between and this and that. I admit myself, I fell into the trap. No, I fell into the trap. But we were ill prepared. We were wrong. We were very badly prepared. But this time round, I think we're going to get our house in order. And that's just me.
Grizz.
I agree.
I agree with the last part of what you said. But here's the thing with the Jude thing. The player, amazing. Won't take that from him, right? Would he have been amazing for Liverpool's squad? Sure. But not right now. And that's what I heard from Klopp. Klopp had there are some things that's good right now, but won't benefit us tomorrow. And I'm starting to sit back and I'm like, wait, nah, man, this guy's really on point. Because I never really knew Klopp, so I'm only able to measure him at Liverpool. And some moments were hit and miss. With the Jude thing, I was going to ask both of you, but Grizz, you answer your part, so I'll ask you, Ben. Mm-hmm. Would June have just been one of those signings where you come out the window saying, yeah, we get the best player? Because it seemed to us with FSG, we probably never come out of a window with the best player available on the market. And Jude probably would have been that flagship. We're like, oh, we got the best midfielder in the window. Mm-hmm. So I feel like that's what we're chasing as fans. But Grizz, the last part of what you said, where let's say Jude is 120, whatever he went for, that money can actually benefit us long term versus right now. Because Jude alone on his own cannot help us. You see what I'm saying? So if you take Jude money and you get these positions you're asking for, Grizz, which that's what you're asking for. I won't say what I'm asking for yet. Great. That would be great. If we can take the Jude money, get two midfielders, a left-footed center back, and a potential solid right back. Not a right back to do what Trent does from right back, but just an actual right back. I think we'll be good. I think we will be good. Challenge City, let's see. It's 11v11. So as long as our players are solid and we can put them in effective rotation, we should be able to beat anybody on any given day.
Yeah.
Can one player come in the squad and do that? I don't think so, Ben. So is it, Ben, my question real quick before you go. Are we just looking for the best transfer? Is that what fans want about when they're saying FSG out?
Yeah, you hear this stuff on Spaces like we mentioned before. Everyone's so obsessed with marquee. The word marquee pops up all the time, and I'm sick of it because our best signings aren't marquee. Our best signings, we've spent the money and people have questioned. 40-odd mil for Sadio Mane, Southampton winger, it got questioned. Firmino was questioned in his early days. Salah, again, he's not Premier League proven. We saw how he was in the Prem before. Every single big player that's gone on to be big for us was questioned. And we've seen the other side. We've seen United with their Di Marias and Alexis Sanchez's. We've seen it. We've seen Chelsea getting, Mikhailo Mudryk for 100 mil. I've always said, right, obviously players like Mbappe would have been the dream. Like, he's welcome to come to Liverpool at any given time in his career. But all we need Liverpool to do now is make more of those 40, 50 million pound signings, which FSG can do because they're very rich people. And I'm okay with that because they're players that come into the club and just, like, look at Gakpo, 35 mil, was it? He just come in and he almost carried that attack into that last 5 months of the season. Just settled in perfectly. Same with Diaz when we signed him. So, yeah, people do just want the big names and the big players. And that's fine. That's part of how they think it is to be a football fan. But for me, myself, I'm happy to just keep things the way we're doing. Just a bit more of it. Like, we need to centre back now. Inacio would be perfect. Wouldn't break the bank. Get him in. But, yeah, you're right. People do just want big names, big players. But I'm happy with the way things are. If we just give it a little bit more.
Listen, Ben, always a pleasure.
My guy, Ben.
Studio's full, man. I can't even believe that 1 hour, 20 minutes in, man.
Had to talk about a serious ball. I'm sorry, bro.
You came in, man. Listen, I'm telling you now, this guy, FPL people, get him in there. He's going to be down as a midfielder. He's going to be so much. He's going to get you so many points. I'm telling you now. Listen to me in it because I finished top 6,500 in the world in it. So listen, when I speak, listen to me in about FPL. Now, yeah, of course, it's standard procedure. Yeah, standard procedure. But I'm saying Szoboszlai as well. This is Ben. We catch up real soon, my bro.
Yeah, man. Big up, boys.
Nice to look after yourself. Wicked. Couple of super chats before we get through. People are saying the pin is not linked. The link.
Nah, it's not. You know, I've been posting it constantly.
Let me do it
Hopefully
again.
you
All right,
pinned
let me
it.
do it again. I'm gonna read
All
the
right.
super chats and then I'm gonna put the pin again. Shit, man, why isn't it linked? What am I doing wrong? I've been here during the bad times too. Our channel sponsor for today says Chombai is sponsoring the channel. Big up, Chombai. He says, I've been here during the bad times too. 1 year we came second. Bob Paisley and Klopp said we are spoiled for top 4. Come on, brothers. I support LFC, not the owners, managers, or any player. LFC wins. 100%. 100%. We agree with you that, bro. 100%.
Yeah, no,
We don't support.
will not deny that. You know who I support? The fans.
Chombai says again, I don't care about Jude, even though I love him. I love to have him. But how in the world we mortgaged the all season on Jude and we did not sign him in the end? Yeah, this is the
No, that's the clickbaits. No, that was the clickbaits.
Okay.
No, Grizz, don't remember you had this
I
journalist
hear you.
on. No, you had the journalist on, and I asked him. I'm like, yo, are the journalists chasing stories with these clips? And he was like, nah, sometimes it's real news and it's just a last minute swerve. You had him on. He was I forgot his name, the great gentleman, and I asked him a great question, and he explained it perfectly. He was like,
they do that. We know that works. We know the club doesn't say anything. It's the journalist.
Exactly, but the fans don't know that, Chris. So the fans see these little clips and they believe everything.
Yeah. Total Clip says, Assalamu alaikum, Grizz. How are you, bro? Big up, making big moves. MashaAllah, may your channel grow and more flash. Always bringing quality. Thank you very much for the love and support, my bro. Thank you so much. Philip H, Newcastle fan. I bet he's excited, getting ready for the season. Congratulations on the top 4, Philip. I think your club's doing great things, man, and you're here to stay. Ain't no flash in the pan, and you guys are doing things the right way. So I'm worried, I'm not going to lie. But I'm sorry that we took Szoboszlai from you lot just like that. And you lot are coming in for Thuram apparently as well.
Yeah, Lavia as well.
I'm letting you lot know Thuram has agreed a deal with us. Whether we execute that, only this next week will tell. So just a bit of news for you, bro. But you may come in and blow us out the wall, and he may decide to go to you, but I don't think so. Big up Grizz and Howie says, Szoboszlai is a statement signing. I agree. Obviously, wish he came to Newcastle. Seeing Lavia and Thuram links, one of them and a centre-back, LFC comes second. Oh, you don't think we can challenge? Fair enough. Wow. I think if we get a quality starting midfielder like a Thuram or a Lavia. I don't know if Lavia is a starter though. That's my only fear. What do you think, Zuberi?
Here's the thing, Grizz. With some players, I hear the question you're asking, but some players you bring them in, rotate, and then you rotate, and you're like, Rob, we can't get them out. They just stuck. You see how Gakpo went through the middle and it just stuck. I don't think that was so Lavia can be one of those. It just depends on how he gel in. But I wouldn't put him as a starter. But you never know, man. The guy can go in there and just stay in there, Grizz. You can't.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, like Bajcetic. He came in and just cemented his place.
Yeah, just stuck. Curtis at the end came in stuck.
Yeah. I hear that. Okay, new order, people. New order because we got some new and some people have left. New order is Mahmoud is next. Unruly Rascal, Bruno, Hano, Nilante, and Ziggy. Mahmoud, Unruly Rascal, Hano. Shit, the order just changed again. Why did it change? Did someone just dip in, dip out?
No,
Hano was before Nilante. But just remember that anyway.
Sure. Yeah,
we just remember that. We fix that. We fix that in a minute. Chombai says, I love you guys, and next season I want EPL. I'm out. Take care, my brother. We love you too.
Hey, wish you well, man. Thank you for all the support, bro. And listen, man, we're gonna do the thing next season. You can come clip me up, all that good stuff. We're gonna do the thing, man. We're gonna do the thing.
Hano says he dipped out accidentally, and then oh shit! Hold on, I've missed one super chat. One super chat. Sorry, 2 super chats to get through. Skip to Malu says, big up Grizz and Zuberi. We feeling Thuram or Lavia. I think Klopp will make Thuram cook in the 6. Have a great weekend, my guys. Happy birthday, my G, Zuberi. Of course.
Hey, big up. I don't think we're getting none of those. We're not getting none of those guys, unfortunately.
Okay.
Take it from me here. Yeah, don't bank on none of these guys. We're not getting none of them, unfortunately. If we do, I'll be the first to say I probably got it wrong, but I'm usually right. We're not getting any of these guys because here's the thing. If we're going for any one of these guys, it would have been done already. These guys aren't that hard to get, Grizz, if you understand what I'm saying. This would have been one of the early ones.
I think you're wrong. I think
Okay.
next week you're going to be saying sorry, or definitely in the next show, like in the next week's show, 100%. Ash sent in a super chat says, I mentioned this before, but around Thursday when Sky Sports dropped a video saying we were on a restricted budget, it set everyone off. I logged out. Yeah, look.
Yeah.
It is what it is, man. People saying that all kinds of shit, man. It is what it is. Look, actions speak louder than words, streams, headlines. Action, 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 action. We've done the most action so far, and it's only been 2 weeks. Relax. If we haven't done enough action, we will pay for it as a club, as a fan base. Screaming won't get you anywhere. They don't give a shit about your screaming. They only look at the money, the table. That's what they look about. When they see us dip last season, they've realized, oh shit, something needs to be done. They need to dip in their pockets because they can't see the club fall any lower because they're losing money.
True.
So they're business people. So their business is losing money when they're dipping. When they're seeing Newcastle stocks, Arsenal stocks, Chelsea stocks, Man United stocks rising, they're going to have to do something. So
yeah, when Zabiri stocks falls, bro, just trust me. Money gets spent, man, because we need to reinvest. But it's enough about me and the stocks and FSG and the stocks. Mahmoud, what are you telling us today, bro?
Unmute yourself, my young G. Unmute yourself and talk to us.
Mahmoud, you're a Chelsea fan. Yeah, fix up and come again, bro, because you men definitely need to fix up. Hey, Grizz, you remember who was crying for Chelsea fans in that? What do you think?
He's here, he's here. He's brave. We're going to hear him right this very second while he unmutes himself. But I missed the super chat. He says, the 2 seasons that we finished second, if we just signed one player each year, we would have been champions, bro. I live in the USA. This USA knows I'm here to make money. I need an owner that happy is to win. Very difficult to find owners that don't care about money, my bro.
Yeah.
I agree with you that we've not done enough business in the 2 years. I agree with you that in the 2 years that we finished second, we didn't do enough business. I agree with you, bro.
This is such a tricky one for me personally, Chris, because here's the thing. When you have owners that has a passion, you see the way I have passion for my insects and I study entomology, and I don't make money off the level of research I put into studying insect, Chris. But when the missus see me spending these money, she looking at me sideways. I have to almost buy her out. Like, yo, don't say nothing. There you go. This is for you. I spent this on the insects. This is for you. Just to keep her quiet, Grizz. If we had owners like that, that's like, oh, we messed up this trophy. Here you go. Here's some money. Go fix it. If we had owners like that, I think it would be a dream come true. But unfortunately, we have the type of owners that's, they're more business-minded. The books got to balance. The income and the outgo, they got to look a certain way. The investors, they got to be patterned up. And, that's just how these owners are. Am I upset of them? No, they're just financially responsible. And by them being financially responsible, it put a lot more responsibility on the manager. So people are like, oh, Zabiri or Klopp out. And it's like, no, bro. The owners we have require a more responsible manager to educate them about football because they're not footballing people. You see what I'm saying, Grizz? Mm-hmm. So they need that level of manager that can dictate what needs to be done. And they probably do it. And that's where I think Klopp, I'm not saying he's not the right guy, but is he the guy to grab FSG and be like, bro, this is what's needed?
I think you're asking a question, and I think we're going to have serious conversations this year because last year you saw a weakness and you jumped on his neck. So I'm here to defend
because we need him to do more.
These 2 brothers that we've just signed would not be at Liverpool if there was any other manager. I'm telling you that now. No Europa League team pulls in McAllister and Szoboszlai at the stages of their career. So we're going to discuss that on another show. Or maybe on this show.
We will.
We got Chelsea mans. We've been waiting for Chelsea mans for a year. We have Chelsea mans.
Let me introduce him.
Mahmoud, can we hear you? Say something. No, we can't hear you.
Mahmoud, click the settings thing and set it up, Mahmoud, man.
Mahmoud, we've been hearing you got some wild ass takes, man. We've been listening. We're waiting for your wild ass takes.
You know what's mad, Grizz? You know what, man? Ever since Roman left, these Chelsea men, it's hard for them to fix up, Did Roman take the budget with him as well, man? What's going on with these Chelsea men still? But Grizz, here's the thing. Here's the thing why Mahmoud sort out this thing. Klopp, it's not about ambition. It's about leadership. And what I realized with Klopp, he loves the players. When I mean love the players, Grizz, I've seen you with the uncle title. Klopp is like that, you know.
I hear you.
Klopp is Uncle Klopp to these players.
But is he allowed to change? Is he allowed to learn from his mistakes?
But here's the thing, Grizz. We don't
Is it
want
too
the
late?
uncle running the club. We don't want the uncle running the Grizz. You want your uncle running Liverpool.
Yeah, but how's the uncle just run out a young Fabio Carvalho like that? Something tells me something's clicked.
Grizz, I've been on his neck. The last thing Uncle want is to be pulling up on him in person. Because I've been vocal. I know it's just me and a few army, but I'm Grizz.
I think
the last thing Uncle want is me on his neck. Because here's the thing. Uncle has it in his caliber to do what I've been asking. He's just been copy and pasting the thing.
I think you're going to get shocked at Uncle's ruthlessness in the next few weeks.
Well, I need to see it.
I know
that
100%.
Ruthlessness could have gotten us there. Here's the thing, Mahmoud. We're not gonna kick you too far back down the pecking order, but we gotta get the other.
Yeah, we gotta get moving, man. All right, but when we see you next, we'll try and put you in as well. JJ Ash says, "Big up, family man. Eid Mubarak and welcome back, OG. Thank you very much, my brother. You're a real one as well. Thank you very much for the love and support from you as well." Let me double check in the chat who was. It was Ben. We had Ben. It was Mahmoud, and then it was Albert.
Ooh.
And then it was Paul, but Paul left. Then it was Hano. Hano left. Hano's messaged me and said, I accidentally dipped out and then I came back. We're going to let you off one last time because if you dip out, you lose your place. So next is Albert, and then it's going to be Paul's gone, right? Can you see Paul anywhere? Yeah, Paul's gone.
No,
okay, it's going to be Albert. It's going to be Hano, Bruno, Ziggy. Yeah, and
it was.
Albert, were you telling me, really Uncle? Hope your summer's well.
Injury to get. So I think
I was on a phone call.
His confidence coming back to him as a footballer is the only thing that will make him play better.
I don't know who he's talking to.
And having him.
Yeah.
Yo, Albert is a goat, you know. Albert's just having like a whole nother convo, man.
Albert's on a different call, on a different wavelength. Yeah, Albert, come back, man. What are you saying? I don't know what you're saying. Talk to us, Albert. It just shows you the dedication, though, because even when he's not on a football show, he's still talking injuries, you know, and he needs to get his confidence back.
Yo, Grizz, Albert is certified uncle. Only an uncle will pull these kind of madness where, you know, you run up on uncle and uncle got the Bluetooth thing, and you know about these Bluetooth, because I'm talking about 05 with the Bluetooth. You're not quite accustomed to Bluetooth yet, so you don't know if man is talking to you or not. So you run up and uncle's like, yeah, what did I tell you? And you're like, wait, uncle, you ain't tell me nothing. He's like, oh, sorry, I'm on the Bluetooth.
He's gonna come back. Watch, he's gonna come back. He's not gonna know what happened, what we just done to him. He's gonna just carry on normal. He's carrying on normal. All right, so we keep Uncle on hold. We'll keep him on hold.
Who's next?
I had said Mahmoud, Albert, Paul's gone. Hano is next.
All right, let me hear what Hano got to say.
Hano, are you? What happened? You took him out again?
Yeah, he's there. Takes a minute. What's going on?
Hano, you there? Are you doing this? What's going on? I'm gonna bring him back. You don't touch it now.
I'm not touching anything, man. You're double
clicking. Why is he keep running out? Hano, you there, my friend?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, now we can hear you. We just kept leaving you. You kept leaving us. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well.
No, I'm good. Of course, big up, Subri. Your birthday, happy birthday to you. So, transfer window. Of course, my club, Chelsea.
Okay.
Doing lots of
that's what I'm saying. 2 Chelsea people already. New season settings. You guys are ready to go.
Yeah, man. Come on. We can't be slacking. Poch, he started today. Look, I'm getting more and more excited for next season with the business we are doing, especially with the outgoings. So I think we can cook next season, personally.
What can you do next season, personally? What
wait.
do you think personally? Which part are you excited about?
Grizz,
Don't laugh, man. Let him land, innit?
Grizz, 18 out and counting for Chelsea.
No, but let's see, innit? Hano, what are you excited about?
I just think look, with the players coming in, Caicedo we should get him over the line, and possibly Lavia, someone like that as backup for Caicedo. Letting go of Globali and almost all of the deadwood, it's got me excited, and of course, how Poch can work with the squad. The squad is a talented squad. I think nobody can disagree that it is a talented squad. My expectations is at least top 5, and if not top 4. So I think potentially also could drop off a bit with the Champions League football, and then of course Newcastle, they could also drop off. I think they are more likely than also to stay up there.
I'm gonna ask you. Who excites you the most? Like out all the businesses. I don't know the echo. So
it might be Hano still, but
yeah. Hano, where did you finish last season? No, why are you laughing, man? I'm serious, man. Zabiri, let me land.
No need. Come on.
No. I'm serious. I can't remember because obviously I forgot. I lost interest in it. But I'm being real. Seriously, don't ignore captain. Go on. Where did you finish?
12.
So how many? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this to a guest?
Listen.
How many
Respectfully, Hano, and respectfully.
I'm asking him. I want to know what have you done to make you think that you're going to finish top 4 from 12th with the business outgoings included? What makes you think that?
I just think with like the outgoings, personally, with the squad being trimmed down and the wages and
so you
stuff,
think the trimming of the squad, having less players, is going to improve you? Because at the moment, let's talk about at the moment. Who have you signed that improves you guys from 12th to 4th? Forget who you might get. You might get loads of people. You've let go of Kovacic, Aspilicueta, Koulibaly, Ziyech probably. We know others as well, so many. You're bringing in Nkunku. Okay, there's a shout.
Yeah, Nkunku.
Uh-huh.
Nicholas Jackson, young striker, he could work, could not.
From Villarreal. Tell these men.
Oh, you've lost Mount, you've lost Kante. So for me, as an opposition, when I used to play you, I used to think Kovacic, Mount, and Kante. Oh my days. You know what I mean? I used to think if Chelsea are going to do anything, it's going to be them 3 players. I was scared. You've lost all 3 of them. And you're saying you're confident now. Havertz as well, by the way. I know Havertz was not everyone's thing. I don't know what your confidence is based on, man. I'm hearing you, and I'm very happy that you called in. I thought you're going to be a bit more cautious. But I think you guys are going down that route again, I think it's delusion, man, if you guys think you're going to get in the top 4. I'm going to be real.
Okay, so what's your top 4?
My top 4 is going to be. I guarantee you the top 4 right now. Okay. I guarantee you the top 4 right now.
Grizz, let him give us his top 4. Let's see where he put Chelsea.
Go on.
Why I think Chelsea will finish in the top 4 is basically.
No, give us your top 4.
My top 4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, City, Liverpool, United.
And Chelsea, because that's the 3.
Arsenal. And then between us and Newcastle for 5th.
Okay, fair enough.
So you're not getting top 4 next season then?
Top 5, he's saying, right?
Top 5. Okay, top 5. Okay.
That's what I think. Liverpool will push on, definitely, with the business they've done and how they're shaping. If they can get rid of a few more of the bumps in midfield, that might help them. And one thing to also remember, Grizz, we only have one game a week until the Carabao Cup and FA Cup.
I don't care how many games a week you guys have.
No, Grizz, stick up in, Grizz.
I just don't rate them. I've said this before and I'll say it again.
Grizz, no, stick up in and let me finish from here, right? The only team me and you hate with a strong passion in common is Chelsea. I'm not backing Chelsea here. I'm backing Hano. Here I'm backing Hano. Hano, this is your first time calling, right?
Yeah, I think so. First or second.
But I need you to call in for more because we've been needing a Chelsea perspective. I'm not going to put the full pressure on you until the season starts, so I'm letting you get away with one here. Grizz, here's what I'm telling you. I did a research before I set up. 18 players out from the 82 they signed last year. Almost $1 billion, and they came 12. Now they only got one game a week. They got Poch. They got stability. I'm not telling you top 6 for Chelsea. Stability in football gets you place. Let's see if they can get to the right place.
We're going to let Hano go because the studio is filling up like mad. Hano, keep in touch, bro. We're going to keep in touch.
Call in again.
Come and tell us we were wrong. Come and tell us we were fools for underestimating Chelsea and all of that business. Hope to hear from you soon. Thank you very much for calling, my bro.
Yeah, see you soon.
Bye-bye. Take care. People are asking the new order. So I'm going to do it one last time. I forgot it. Okay, who do we just have? Right. Albert's there. Can you see Albert chilling now? You can see Uncle chilling.
Yeah, I can see him chilling.
He doesn't even know what happened
as well.
He doesn't know what's happened.
None at all. Let's see what he has to say.
Okay, give me 1 second before we bring in Albert again. It's going to be Albert. It's going to be Unruly Rascal, Bruno, Ziggy, Josh, and Shane. That's the order. Guys, I hope you remember that. Because I won't.
I'll try my best.
Because I'm being honest, I won't.
I'll be honest, I'm laughing from the Albert moment still. I hope he got the Bluetooth off this time. Because man, look.
Grizz, you lot are not doing anything with only McAllister. Of course not.
Yeah, nah, bro. We got
we haven't only got McAllister.
Yeah, we got other things cooking, fam. Where you been? You're not checking the news. Oh, Twitter is down. Twitter's down.
The only reason I'll change the order again is people keep hopping in and out. I can't do it, man. Yeah. I can't do it. Hopping in and out.
I'll write it down, but then people pop in and out.
I know if you pop it, listen, if you pop out, you lose your spot, man. Today is like people been starving for the show. Don't you not know?
But we get a lot of callers in still, man. It's only been an hour and a half-ish. We've got
mad. We got bare people looking to come in. The studio's full. I hope the likes are reflecting the numbers, people that are speaking on. Listen, more Chelsea slander to come for many weeks. Let's see who next. Unruly Rascal, did I say? No, Albert.
Nah, Albert, man.
He hasn't got a clue what's happened. Check this.
Hi.
My brother.
What up?
How are you? Long time no speak.
Well, you've been coming to my neck of the woods and you didn't come see me. So next time you come to America, you're coming to Florida. And that's an order.
You know what? I can't believe you didn't even message me. Like, it's a two-way thing.
Hey, I saw you guys having so much fun.
It's a two-way thing. You're not getting away with this. You're not getting away with this. No. I'm on you.
I'm on him as well. He said neck of the woods.
Captain,
he's not from the neck of the woods.
Captain, check this out. He knows I was in his country because he just spilled the beans. You knew I was in your country.
Well, 1,500 miles.
At least 30 friends, brothers, couple of sisters. I was blown away with the love. they showed. Captain pulled up on me. Me and Captain, the bar was full. The bar, but me and Captain spent a nice little half an hour together. Me and him just chatting up, catching up. It was beautiful.
Before you jump on me, neck of the woods is relative. It's 1,500 miles, right?
Okay.
So next time you guys come direct to Orlando. Virgin comes to Orlando.
So how long is that? How long is this journey? What happens?
2.5 hours from New York.
Flight.
Yeah.
And 22-hour drive. And
no, you don't do Zuberi. Don't do Zuberi.
And
don't fucking drive.
28-hour bus ride. I'm giving them all the options, Albert. I'm trying to make sure he doesn't miss it.
It's a very short flight, but
guys, hold on. If there's any stupidness in the one second. If there's any stupidness in the chat, I'm gonna block you. I don't give a shit who you are, who you support, where you talk. So last warning. Nobody block anyone from the chat. Mods, leave it to me. I'm gonna keep an eye. Any stupidness in the chat. Yeah, wrong channel. Go and take your stupidness to other stupid channels. Yeah, I don't business. Anyway. How you been, man? Where you been, man?
I've been good.
Captain been waiting for you.
I've been good, man. I've been good. I came over to your side for like a little bit or like a month. Came to see some Liverpool games and then I came back home. And
how was that experience, Albert? I'm asking.
Fantastic.
American.
I do it every year, but this year it was really good. It was really because I actually went to London Stadium as well, and to Leeds. It was good.
Can I then apologize back? Because I came for you, and now you can come for me.
Nah, don't worry about it.
Because you came to my neck of the woods.
But next, I'm put it this way. Next time I come, which will probably be early, like September, I'm definitely gonna come looking for you. I'll break your door down, bro.
Please, sir.
Please, Chris. Sir. To be fair to Albert, he called in and he told us the exact game he was flying in for. And one of them was the Wolves game, right?
Yeah.
You flew for the Wolves game, right?
Guess what happened? I nearly ran into Jerry JJ at the London Stadium. I like 10-15 minutes I would have run into him because he was there too.
But Albert, what's happening, man? We want to hear your. Normally, I save you till the end because it's the what's the word?
Listen, man,
of the show. But you're in the bang in the middle, so you're not gonna get 20 minutes today.
No.
I'm just telling you now.
I'm quietly, confidently happy.
Time out, Albert. Time out, Chris. Albert, you were not quietly comfortable because we brought you on the show and you had the Bluetooth right.
No, but if you were listening to me, I was saying exactly that. If you call for Ginny and you get Ginny, then that's it. There's nothing you can do, right? So I don't know what context you heard me speaking, but the thing is,
well, we didn't. I'm not gonna lie, we didn't hear too long. We thought,
we didn't hear too long because we wanted to hear from you, but you was talking to somebody else.
I personally have been unhappy with the management. I've been unhappy with the owners. Okay. Sometimes the noise has been shrill. I'm the first to accept that. But hey, I'm a fan. I'm a fanatic. I'm free to do that. But
yes,
if they've gotten McAllister and they've gotten Szoboszlai, what next? Let's see what they do. Because I think we are beginning to put the tools in place to do very well and actually challenge for the title next season. They may not win it, but at least they make a valiant effort. So
I think Zuberi was sharing your thoughts. That's exactly what Zuberi was saying earlier.
I've been very, very unhappy. And like I said, I'm the first to confess.
And rightly so. And rightly so.
Because I spent a lot on the passion that I like, my vocation, which is Liverpool. So I reserve a right to be unhappy when I need to be. But
100%.
They've addressed to a large extent the things we were complaining about.
Mhm.
Let me also make a confession. I didn't know much about Szoboszlai. I didn't know much about him. 2 weeks ago, someone else was predicting that we're going to sign him. So I went and did some research on him because I have a lot of time on my hands. And then I realized how good a player he was. But
Okay.
I never believed that Liverpool were going to trigger a 70 million release clause. I didn't believe it. The night before, the wires were all like, you know, he was going to come. I kind of protect my sanity sometimes and say, okay, this isn't going to happen. And then it happened. So I'm pleasantly surprised. I'm waiting for Thuram. I'm waiting for the centre back. And I think we're good to go.
So you still want a little bit more than is what you're saying, Albert. You're not quite quenched. Your thirst.
If they don't
quenched.
if they don't get anybody else, I still can't complain.
I respect that. One last question. Do you have a name on the back of that new kit?
Oh, my name.
Oh, okay. You got your name on there. All right.
My name, yeah.
Come on, man. He's not gonna get anyone else, man. Albert believes in
No,
himself.
I always put my initials and the number 23 because I was born on 23rd June. So that's what I
Well,
always.
you a Cancer as well. Big
Yeah.
up yourself. Happy belated birthday, bro.
Thank you, bro. So a week ago, like exactly a week ago, was my birthday, my 54th birthday. So
yesterday was mine. 54.
Yeah.
Big. So you got the 4 right here.
So-
in that.
So
34.
that's the thing. You know, I think we challenge valiantly for the title next year. We won't be fifth again. I can say that. We won't be fifth.
100%.
We won't be-
Grizz, I don't want to do this to you because you know.
No, you're
we
gonna
have
do
plenty
it
of
though. But you're gonna do it though. But you're gonna do it though.
It's July 1st.
But you're gonna do it though.
Are you agreeing with Albert on July 1st? It's plenty of time to change your mind. but
No,
are you agreeing with Albert on July 1st?
I've been around for a long time, so I kind of have instincts. I think my instincts about what they are doing are good, and so it's
This is
okay.
fair, man, because his instincts last season were true as well. You had bad vibes last season, yeah,
Yeah.
and it was true.
Yeah,
You,
Yeah.
Zuberi, you was the king last season. You know, I already salute you for last season because not this time, but we'll address the same time as last season in a few weeks' time, right? Like around the Charity Shield time, where we know where we're at, and then we're gonna get the big Uncle Zuberi, Captain Zuberi, Uncle Albert, and the Captain Zuberi predictions in. Yeah, so I salute you for last season. But Albert was also right in a lot of things that he was worried about last season. But if he's feeling the vibes this season, why are you so anti it?
No. I'm with it. I'm worried you're anti it because you
I'm
always
not-
oppose me and Albert.
I haven't.
That's
I'm
what
saying
I'm
you
doing.
haven't heard me.
No, but so I ask you, are you agreeing with them on July 1st?
I'm not gonna answer you yet.
You doing this?
no,
Suspense.
Grizz, put it this way: we may not be good enough simply because of experience and playing together to challenge Man City. For me, my target is Man City. It's no other team. Okay.
100%.
So but it may surprise you that the vibe may happen within the first 2-3 matches. They're good to go and they're challenging the for the title.
Yeah, the connection might be there from the start. You're right.
Yeah. And another thing, you know, it's like falling in love with a woman at the bus station. It could be good, it could be bad. Okay. You know, meeting your future wife in a discotheque could be good, could be bad. You know,
Don't judge. Yeah.
There's also this bit about them not having a lot of pressure. So us not qualifying for Champions League and having to go play IFK Petsamo in Finland may be a blessing because you find new talents. You see a new sort of chemistry. You see a bit more blending. You see some rest for the weary kind of thing. So I feel very, 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 very confident that
All
good
the
things are going to
love
happen.
there is there.
Yeah, that good thing. Because my fears, what I was telling you guys was going to happen, happened.
Yeah, you
I'm
were.
not happy to say it happened, but the blessing out of it was that we were not fourth. Because if we were fourth, we wouldn't have gotten Alexis. We wouldn't have gotten
Okay.
Szoboszlai. Because
Oh.
somehow, some way, somebody was going to say, well, we were good enough. Because
Okay. I hear that.
our owner's ambition is to make sure that the 60 million euro hole is not burnt in their bottom line every year. Now that it has been burnt, they are making the changes that are necessary. And guess what? They are getting kids, and I say kids relatively, that are 21, 22, 24. That's 5-6 years of good football. So, and they got Alexis for 35 million. They got this guy for 60 million. If you change the euros to pounds, it's 60 million. Somebody had to buy Declan Muller Rice for 105 million pounds. And that wasn't us. I'm happy about that.
Interesting.
We didn't get Jude. Many of us were asked about it, but there was a good reason not to get Jude. The problem with it is the timing. They had us on ice for 2 years.
Agreed.
Right? So, another thing, Jude has a bum knee. Jude has a problem with his knee. It's going to come up one day, sooner or later. I'm not saying that I wish him that, even though I'm not happy that he toyed with us.
Let him say it.
Albert.
Let him say it.
He's young enough to be my son. I won't be happy if he gets a knee problem, but I see it. That's what I'm saying.
By the way, I'm just bigging up some of the stuff that I got from USA. Hershey's.
Hershey's. You got Hershey's.
Come on.
You know,
Hershey's. I got. Is that American thing? You already know.
York
which one is that? I can't see it.
It's
It's
the York
American, man.
mint,
Come on.
the mint chocolate.
Yeah.
The mint chocolate.
Another American thing.
Oh, the Mounds.
The Mounds.
Yeah, you guys know how I'm rocking. I'm rocking the American.
But Grizz, you know that when it comes to chocolates, the most iconic chocolates are in Britain, right?
That's what I'm saying. But I had to
there's the
experience.
Smarties, there's the Yorkie bars.
Yeah. But I had to
Lion
experience
bar.
the Hershey's
Yeah.
and all of them things.
Yeah.
Grizz, the York one might be an England thing. If you guys don't have it in England, it's a bit weird because we actually import it from England.
Oh, this
So
one?
you,
I've never seen
yeah,
it, though.
no way, bro. That's a British thing.
People in the comments, am I
Grizz.
buzzing? Like I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
But
I don't know.
Grizz, you know you shouldn't do too much of those things, right?
No.
Albert,
Small.
tell him.
Yo, small portion, baby portion, man. Small portion. That's it. One a day,
Enjoy
in the morning and one in the night.
Enjoy it in little bits, man. Otherwise, you'll be shooting
Okay.
up for that. You'll be shooting up for diabetes, like I
Okay,
do.
100%. Dark chocolate. So
Mhm.
dark chocolate is the better chocolate, right?
True.
And secondly, one in the morning, maybe, and one in the night, maybe, but no more than one.
Good.
People are saying, hold on, never seen that. There you go, never seen it. Nah, that ain't no British thing. Yeah, you understand? People, what do you mean? Look, I know you can get Hershey's here, man. I know you can. But when you go to USA, you need to feel a Hershey's in it. It might be different taste.
Here's the thing that we just learned, and I just learned, Grizz. America has this way of marketing other countries' stuff, like it's other countries' stuff, but it's really American stuff. So the York chocolate might fall under that. Oh, it's British chocolate, but it's actually an American thing. They do it with a bunch of other stores and culture. Where they be like,
the best example of what you're saying, Zuberi. When you go to the grocery store and you go to the Spanish section and they say this is Goya stuff, right? Everything Goya is made in the US, right? The person who owns Goya is one of the biggest Republicans.
There's a Goya factory in California. I'm not
exactly.
Going to that,
there's another one down here in Florida.
But back to you, Uncle, on the knee thing
bro.
with Jude. Here's the thing, Uncle. I rate you, right? Same month, same star sign, all that great stuff, same beliefs. You got me by 20 years. Congratulations. on your belated birthday. When you say stuff like that and then it pops up next season, there's two different people that receive this message. One is, Uncle always knew. And then the other group go, nah, Uncle wished that on him.
No,
You see what I'm saying?
That's
and I
why
know
I
you
put the
don't.
caveat.
I know you don't wish it on him, but Uncle, when I've never known about the knee thing. So anytime he has a knee injury, I'm like, man, Uncle called it. I don't know how to give you your flowers.
But that's why he's not in the English team. He has a knee problem. That's
Bro,
why he's not in the England team.
His last month was spent on crutches, not crutches.
Exactly.
Zuberi.
But guess what? When we talk about the knee thing, we've just about dodged the bullet with Kane, haven't we?
Oh.
Right? We've just dodged the bullet with Kane. We won't sign Kane because he has an ACL. He got it in the under-21 thing.
He's Brock. Yeah.
Now, last question for you, Uncle.
Last, man, because people are saying, yo, man, this ain't fair.
But here's the thing.
We're gonna make it fair because people are saying we need a show of Grizz, Zuberi, and Albert only. So we're gonna have to clash heads and think of something.
Yeah, we'll make it happen. We'll make it happen. But I need to know. They told me Fekir had a knee injury. Man went to Betis and was just Betis and being a beast. The knee injury didn't pop back up when Fekir went to Betis.
Yeah, but what he's saying is the amount of football Jude has played already at a young age already. What is he, 21 or something only still? Or something?
Jude is 20. He just turned 20.
20. And the amount of football he's played, at the intense level he's played, people are saying that longevity question will arise. But Albert, always a pleasure, never a chore. You're a gangster. We're gonna catch up real soon. People are demanding.
You need to come. Next time I'm hosting the Big Six in Florida, man.
Oh my God!
You need to come to Orlando.
Oh my goodness!
Right? You need to come to Orlando. Come visit.
We will do it, man. We will do it.
I'll host you guys for real.
You're a gangster, bro. Look after yourself.
I need to meet with Saeed, man. I love Saeed. I love the guy.
Everyone loves Saeed. Let me call him and tell him to come on now, man.
Tell Saeed I said I'm his biggest fan, man.
Bro, he's one of the most realest characters.
He's just some serious shit, man. I love him.
Ask Berry. He's like that in real life, man. Trust me.
You know what, Grizz? I probably should have did this. I think I did it, and I hope the guys received it the way I intended. Grizz, you see you in the Big Six. The Big Six. I don't rate other fans, but you see the Big Six. Nah, they safe, fam. They safe.
There you go, people.
It's a nice thing. See,
they safe.
I like
Matisse, Saeed, certified.
Nice.
You guys were like
certified.
Turkish, there was a bond there. I was following your exploit, and I liked it. It's good.
Guys, some of the videos that are coming, that's what I'm saying. Just keep an eye. And there's going to be one, there's a certain pool tournament. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Man. People waiting.
You take care of you.
Look after yourself. Who's next, man? Have you forgotten? I know you forgot.
Nah, I forgot the order still, but let me just say this one more time, man. Grizz, big up your boys. One good time for me once more, man. Because after you left, me and them had some healthy laughs. It was about 60 seconds worth of laugh, but healthy, man.
100%.
Love it, man.
Nah, big up the guys, man. Of course. Vish sends in a super chat. He goes, Grizz, you said 3 midfielders and a centre back. Why not right back? Do you see Trent playing in the middle or continuing in this inverted role? The reason why I say no right back, as in terms of priority or what's the other word, where in terms of importance, like has to be done. Like if a right back came in, I wouldn't, of course, begrudge a right back coming in.
But you're on the right player at the right moment, basically.
Sure. Couple of things because necessity. Shane's got me. Thank you, Shane. Yeah. The reason why I didn't call it a necessity is because of the fact that we're buying 3 midfielders, which possibly means we don't have to rely on Trent's ball playing ability, especially now that we've got Szoboszlai, whose ball playing ability is ridiculous. McAllister's ball playing ability is ridiculous. We still have a certain Thiago Alcantara, whose ball playing ability is ridiculous. So we may not rely on Trent all the time. That's why. So Trent can play right back. Also, a certain Joe Gomez, I'm hoping and I'm praying has a better season. Has a hope and a pray he has a better season. He can't have a worse season. And I think Gomez can play in that right back role if Trent doesn't play in that role. So that's why I didn't say necessity, but I wouldn't be against it. Where we going? So hold on, let me check.
Unruly Rascal.
Unruly
Paul
Rascal,
left.
yeah. After
Paul
Paul Hano's
left.
gone, bro.
Yeah, Ziggy's up there. Bruno's up there.
Okay, Unruly Rascal.
We're gonna have to get Mahmoud back in. I hope he fixed his mic because I want to hear from him. I need more Chelsea, man.
All right, we're gonna get Unruly Rascal in.
Hello.
Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Where are you calling from? Who do you support?
I support Arsenal. I called before. I spoke to you. The last time I spoke to you was before we played you.
Oh, yeah. I hear you. I feel you. Sorry. You changed your name.
No, it's the same name.
I know you had a DP of months before as well. Was it?
Mm.
Are you sure it was Unruly Rascal?
Yeah, it's the same one.
Go on.
How you been, man? How you feeling? Get money spent.
It's all coming back now. It's all coming back.
Yeah, because I spoke to you before we played that Liverpool game, and I said to you we needed to beat you to catch City.
Any chance? Yeah.
And I told you, then look what happened. We literally capitulated. But yeah, I'm happy with the signings that we're making.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Havertz one, I'm a question. I don't know what to make of that one. I just have to wait and see with that one. Declan Rice, happy with that. Even though it's 105 million, I'm finally seeing ambition from my club. I don't think I've ever seen that in all of like near enough 30 years of my life. I've never seen my club show ambition like this. So I'm happy for that. The Timber deal, also happy. Quality player. At what, 36, 38 million, whatever it is.
Yep.
Still. We're also potentially looking at Lavia as well, same as you lot. I'll be happy if we get that. Even with the 3 that we have, I'm happy. I don't mind if we just have the 3. The slander I'm seeing from all the fans, though, with Arsenal, the hate has already started, and it's the 1st of July. The season hasn't even started. I don't understand it.
Why don't you understand it?
I don't get it. People think we won't get top 4. I'm hearing some people say that. Just because we have Champions League. Like I don't get it. Like there's so much slant. I don't understand.
Well, let's start with one of the biggest haters of Arsenal, in Zuberi.
Let me talk to him for a second, Grizz. Let me talk.
Yeah. You do this.
$205 million spent. 2 midfielder. We're not going to talk about the obvious suspect one. And a centre back, right? Timber, left-footed centre back. 205 mil, Grizz. July 1st. A team spent 205 mil. And if I ask him to give me his top 4, Arsenal is not number 1. Isn't that an issue? Isn't that an issue, Grizz? No, I'm asking Grizz first. I'll get to you.
No, don't ask me.
You know what? Tell me, Unruly Rascal. Give me
I wouldn't
your
say
top 4, Arsenal winning the league, yeah?
I would say top 2, my opinion.
So if you're spending 205 mil, and as a fan, you're gonna tell me you're number 2 at best.
No.
Is that okay?
That's only because of City. If City wasn't there, then I would say number 1.
Okay. Final press. December, you're 6th. You're sacking your manager, or you're gonna cry about the owners. Because 205 mil ain't chump change.
If we're 6th, no, because for me, I wouldn't sack him if we're 6th in December. Because to be honest, there's still a lot of games to play. Like
your voice is shaking, so I'm gonna have to bring the obvious now. Havertz over £300 a week. Why?
300K a week.
Why?
I don't know about that one.
What has he done to earn that?
I have no idea. Again, I don't know with that signing. I can't really comment on that because I don't know. I don't see what he sees in that one. That one, I'm just gonna have to wait and see what happens because I don't even know where he's gonna play. I don't know what he's gonna do with him.
Grizz. Let me rephrase this in a Liverpool language. The man spent over 205 mil and is expecting more spending, right? And it's July 1st, and they're saying we don't even know where he's gonna play. Sounds a bit familiar, doesn't it? Signing players and we don't know where they're gonna get game time. But it's not on the small scale where the risk is minimal. It's on the high end where the risk is maximum.
No, I just don't know where he's gonna play because he plays in multiple positions.
These like gonna finish 12 like Chelsea, you know. After that,
No. But like, calm, relax, please. I said 12. No. Come on. I don't see us finishing below third.
Third. We'll mark that down.
I'm telling you that now. And the team that will, the three teams that it will be for top, obviously it will be City. I think you guys, Liverpool, and then us.
Okay, we'll accept
challenging
that.
for the title.
Bro, I don't know what it is today. Your settings is not very
Yeah.
clear, and it's people are saying they can't hear you. But we got most of it anyway. We're gonna keep it moving because we're gonna try and get so many people are trying to come into the studio and it's full. So nice one. We're gonna talk throughout the season. We really like hearing your views. Make sure you keep calling in. And we speak real soon, my brother.
Yeah.
All right, take care. Guys, we're gonna have to quicken this up, man. Like, are you seeing how many people are trying to come into the studio? You know, when that sign comes up, that means people are trying to come in.
Yeah, it's mad.
Like it's full. It's madness today. So listen, guys, we're gonna have to whiz through points and questions. I know we'd like to have conversations with every one of you, but we're gonna have to make questions, points, and keep it moving. I'm so sorry. It just because the popularity.
It's been a minute as well, people. So bear with us, man. We haven't talked to you in a minute, but you know, rest
100%.
assured, it'll be a weekly thing.
100%. It was Hano. Bruno is next.
Hi.
Bruno, we can hear you, my brother. How are you? Where are you calling from? Who's your team?
I'm a Liverpool fan, if you must know.
No.
Nah, wait. Stick up in.
First of all, yeah, we've signed Szoboszlai and we've signed McAllister. Good start. Now, we need to make sure we're doing more. We need to make sure that those are not the only two signings and then that's it. Because then I'll be on this guy's neck. Yeah.
Hey, Bruno. Sorry.
Let him finish.
Let me introduce Bruno. I'm a Coppish legend. And then I put the flag down because I'm like, look, man, I've already earned legendary status. After me, Grizz, was Bruno. Bruno, talk that talk again one good time.
Yeah.
Okay, let me hear Bruno for the first time. But Bruno should know. Anyway, I ain't saying nothing. Let him speak.
Now, let Bruno talk that talk.
Yeah.
I went on Coppish and talk.
Come on, Bruno.
Talk.
Like I was saying, yeah, we might have got those two players in. I want to see more. Yeah. Because otherwise, I'm going to be on this guy's neck. I want to see ambition. Do you want to see?
Who's the guy?
John W. Henry.
Okay.
Is the guy. Yeah? And this guy over there in the corner don't like that. But Zabiri, me and you had a chat 3 weeks ago, and I told you about that ambition about finishing top 4. We don't do that here. Yeah? We are the bride. We are not the bridesmaid. You understand what I'm trying to say? Yeah, we are not the person that's giving the bride away. We are the bride that's actually going down the aisle. Do you understand? Yeah.
Top 4. I'm the groom still, but I hear you.
Yeah. Last season was a failure. Rubbish. Yeah. In 2020-21 season, where did we finish? 3rd place. That was failure. And in that season also, in that transfer window, who did we bring in?
Thiago, I think.
2020-21 season, they didn't bring in any midfielders apart from Thiago. Last season, you bought Nunes and Carvalho for a combined fee of £95 million. Are you lot telling me you couldn't have spent 100 million more to bring in another 2 midfielders? This guy, John W. Henry, pisses me off. He sits there on his ass 2 years waiting for Jude Bellingham. You don't get him, and now you end up with egg on your face. So you waste 2 seasons. Yeah, like I said, It's a good start. We signed McAllister, we signed Szoboszlai, and then get me Thuram. I don't want to hear excuses. He can't afford him because of coronavirus. Coronavirus, my ass. I don't want to hear that crap. Yeah? If I don't see a title challenge next season, Jurgen Klopp's position as manager is in serious trouble.
Well,
Right?
that's the best thing you've said thus far, Bruno. Grizz, you agree with Bruno thus far?
Yeah.
Serious trouble.
No, I agree with everything you said. No,
Right?
I'm serious. Come back. You think I'm disagreeing with that? Anything he said? So let's go through some of the facts that he said.
Mm-hmm.
The facts he said was last season was rubbish. That's a fact.
Mm-hmm.
He said John Henry hasn't done enough or something along those lines. Fact.
Not a fact. No,
Fact.
not a fact.
Fact.
Debatable.
He said, and the third main thing was he said, if we're not challenging next season, Jurgen Klopp's job will be under pressure.
Yeah.
Fact. 3 facts. I just don't like Bruno's tone.
You don't like
Bruno.
my tone. You don't like my tone.
No, so hear me out now. Hear me out now. I agree with everything that you've said.
Yeah.
Most of it. But you're almost saying that if you don't win the league, it's a failure. Is that what you're saying?
If we don't compete,
No, any team. So any team that doesn't win the league, it's a failure.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, interesting.
So 2 cup trophies, final of the Champions League loss, and coming second, failure as well, Bruno.
No, because that season, here's the difference. Last season, what did we win?
Nothing.
Well, no. We can't put last season in. It's one of the worst on the clock, to be fair.
Right? The season 2021, here's how it works. When you get to the top, you strengthen to stay at the top so you can win trophies. That's how it works.
Well, that's a Manchester formula. City and United.
No, it's everyone's formula.
No. Bill Shankly, he made the point. He made it perfectly clear. First place is everything. Second place is nothing.
No, 100%. But Bruno, how many titles did Shankly win under his tenureship? So does that mean that the years that he didn't, he should have got sacked?
I don't think Bruno watched Shankly, you know. Bruno's
I know he doesn't. I know he didn't, but I'm going to put it on him because he's put it on Liverpool Football Club. I'm going to put it on Bruno now. So you're saying every season that we don't win the title is a failure? Because Shankly said those words, but Shankly didn't win title after title after title, you know. So why are you still bringing up Shankly's quotes? This is big 2023. We're competing with countries, not clubs, not banks,
sovereign nations.
We're not competing with rich owners that have won the lottery. We're competing with sovereign states, my guy. We have to be so different. Unless we get owned by one of these guys and then we can do willy-nilly. I agree with you. It was a shambles last season. I agree with you. Our ownership has always done the bare minimum. They haven't done enough. I agree with you that Klopp, if he doesn't compete at the very least, his job will be under pressure just because of the fact and sheer size of our football club. But your tone for me personally, your tone is too entitled, self-entitled, man.
You can
That's just my opinion.
Everyone has a right to their opinion. There's an old quote.
That's what the show is about. I've heard you out.
There's an old quote that I've said on Coppish TV, and it's from Kelly Rowland. This industry is full of different people who will have opinions focusing all over this building. And if you can't take the heat, baby, then get out of the kitchen.
100%. From Shankly to Kelly Rowland.
I said Kelly Rowland. Nah, lava, splash. Can't bring woman.
No, I've heard it. I agree. In your overall opinion, in terms of what you've said, in essence, I believe and I agree with. But I was just saying, like, using people's quotes and having this sense of entitlement, for me, just me, my opinion, and it's not the opinion, It's just like your opinion, my opinion. You're on my show. You're a guest on my show, and I'm a pleasure to speak to you first time. I just think we need to. If I was in your, I wouldn't be that entitled. That's just me.
Nah, Chris, you gotta allow him. You gotta allow him. Bruno, I'll speak for you just this
I
one
have
time.
very
We'll
high
let you go.
standards.
Do you have those same standards in your own personal life?
Nah, it's a bit too much, Grizz.
Why?
It's a bit harsh.
Why?
It's a bit harsh. Because
Why?
here's the thing. Football is an escape for most people. So if you can't have these standards in your life, at least have them in football. FPL. Bruno, you know what I want to see you? I want to see you in an FPL.
Would you want to see him in an FPL?
Because, Grizz, when you say take your football standards into your real life, not a lot
No,
of
I'm
people
not saying that. I
do
just
that.
asked him. Because he seems like a guy who knows what he wants. Standards
You say-
set high.
You say Bruno's a guy of standard, is what you saying.
No, I didn't say that. I said he sets high standards. You can tell. He only wants the top. Anything else is not allowed. Are you married, Bruno?
No,
No. How old are
I'm
you? If you
not
don't mind me asking, you don't have to answer it.
I'm 25.
25. What, you working at the moment?
No.
Okay. Why are you laughing? Why are you
Hey.
laughing?
It's the comment.
By
No, I
the way,
apologize, Bruno.
I'm asking him
It's the
questions,
comment.
man. Look, it's a
Why
show.
is
We
it
have to
coming?
ask each other questions. If he
The
doesn't
comment
like it, he
said
can say,
I'm
I don't want to
supposed
answer this.
allow it. The comment said I'm
By the
supposed
way,
to allow it.
By the way, it's this Arsene Wenger, and this is a guy I'm going to bring up for a minute with all of this. Okay? This guy's ambition, right? Arsenal fans slaughtered this guy because his ambition was top 4. Yeah? Top 4. And that is not good enough. Okay? That is not good enough. And you said I was acting entitled, right? If we're winning, if we finish 4th, but we win a trophy, I celebrate the trophy, but I don't celebrate the top 4. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Agreed.
So you finish the season, you don't sit here, you finish the season. When the season is done, you don't sit here putting Madonna's celebration and then sitting there and dancing about, we finished in the top 4. We don't do that here. Yeah? We don't sit here putting flipping Rihanna's Who's That Chick by flipping David Guetta and Rihanna. We don't do that here.
Agreed.
Yeah, I expect winning. Man United, our bitter rivals, have more titles than us. If they win more trophies than us, they'll overtake us. Are you lot in the comments that you lot are watching in the comments? Are you two happy with that?
Who do you think's happy? Who do you think's happy with that?
Because I ain't.
No. I didn't ask that. I know you're not. Who's happy with that?
I can already tell you right now that some of them in the comments. I don't even need to look.
No, you can't say that because you don't know them in the comments. Who is happy with not winning, in your opinion? Klopp?
The ownership
are happy. You think they're happy with not winning?
Yeah. In my opinion, he's just happy for finishing 4th. That's his standard. Finishing 4th. Yeah.
Henry's, John Henry's.
Money. Yeah. He finishes.
So
4th.
you think John Henry, who turned a 300 million asset into a 4 billion asset, is happy not being a winner?
That's his standard. That's his expectation, and that's not good enough. That's not good enough. How many?
What he's done. No, look, his achievements, or we can micro analyze it and say his level of investment or his dedication is not good enough. But to say he's happy, because I asked you a different question. I said, do you think he's happy by not winning? I don't think we can say he's happy. You said, am I happy? And I agreed. No, you shouldn't be happy. You said, should we be happy? I agreed. We shouldn't be happy. Should we be celebrating 4th or 5th or whatever? I agreed with you. But I'm saying, I do believe everyone is trying to get to the level that we aspire to reach to. So that's why I'm thinking we can't say they're happy by saying that they're happy, just happy to be there, winning 4th, whatever. Because they ask the value of they're businessmen. We know they don't ultimately care about the football team, like in terms of Bruno, would
That's
you
not
agree?
fair. Nah, that's not fair. That's not
They
fair.
don't.
That's not fair.
They
Nah,
don't.
but that's not fair. Bruno, me and Grizz
But
are
they
a
care
little
about
bit.
their business.
But Grizz, you ask him personal stuff. Let me show him something personal as an older man. Bruno, just hear me out. I'm not asking you to agree. I just want you to understand something, Bruno. You see in life, Bruno, there's things within your control and things that's outside of your control. So you see, once this window closes, Bruno, this current window, once this window closes, if we got the window wrong, we have to deal with that for the rest of all the way to the next window. If the manager say we're good and we're not good, bro, we have to deal with that. If the owner says we're good and we're not good, we have to deal with that. Some things in life it operates within a certain moment. Like we gave you a certain moment on this call for you to say certain things. Once that moment closed, Bruno, the only option is to go in the comments. You see what I'm trying to say to you, Bruno? So in life, you can't say somebody's happy because they're outside of a moment where they can understand certain things. But you just can't keep going on in life crying about spilled milk. Look, I was in high school for 4 years. You know what I did for 2 years? I slept because I was too advanced. There was nothing for me to learn. I can't now, as a grown man, go back to high school and change stuff. You see what I'm trying to show you? So you can't say they're happy because of the way they... Bro, life goes on. Vibes Cartel said that. Next time I'm talking to you, Bruno, quote some of the men then, bro. Listen to some dancehall music, man.
Can I just quickly tell you something?
Go ahead.
The football landscape is changing. Yeah? The football landscape is changing. It's evolving. It's constantly changing all the time. Right? Newcastle have got new owners. United are going to be getting new owners. They're a threat. Man City have got owners with money. Chelsea eventually will get it right. This smacks of 1990, 91. And I said it on Coppish TV. I'll say it again. If we don't get this right, we'll be in serious trouble. It's as simple as that. If he isn't going to back us in the transfer windows and back Klopp with the money, and Klopp as well isn't God. I've already told you this. I've already told Zabiri this. Klopp isn't God. He is part of the problem. Yeah? He isn't God. If he doesn't step up, then he has to take responsibility. Right? Because the money is there. You have to spend it. Right? You have to get us to a point where we can compete for these trophies so that we're not left behind. Times are changing. The football landscape is changing. You have to evolve. If you keep staying the same, nothing will change. And you'll go and you'll decline. You'll decline. That's what's going to happen. Look at the midfield as an example. Last season, we didn't change it, didn't change the tactics until the end of the season. If he'd done that back in September, we would have been in a title challenge.
Yeah, but Bruno, now you're switching your basis of your argument. First, you said we need to be active in the transfer market, more active. And then you suddenly switched on Klopp and said if he had changed. So basically, you're not happy with the whole club, the manager, the players, and the owner. Am I hearing that right?
They're all in. I've already made this point that Klopp is basically sleeping with FSG. They're basically sleeping together. They're both sleeping together in the same
I'd agree
bed.
with that. I'd agree with that. Again, I'd agree with that. So can I ask you a different kind of question, if you don't mind?
Okay.
When was the last time you was happy?
Quite a long time ago, actually.
Why is that?
Circumstances.
Like?
Unexplainable.
Okay. We're going to leave it at that. Sometimes things are unexplainable. But I wish you happiness. I meant as a Liverpool fan. Sorry, I didn't mean personal shit. I might have asked that wrong. Shit.
I
swear I meant as a Liverpool fan.
What you were trying to say, yeah.
I meant as a Liverpool fan. Sorry, as a Liverpool fan. That's what I was thinking. Why are you not happy as a Liverpool fan? Like, apart from last season. Sorry. When was the last time? Let me ask again. When was the last time you was happy as a Liverpool fan?
When we won the Champions League and when we won the Premier League, I was the happiest man on earth. Yeah. When Klopp came in,
Is there any evidence? Is there any evidence? Have you got any recordings of you and Kopish or anyone where you was happy?
When we won the league.
Yeah. Are you on Twitter? Have you got any tweets to show me?
I've made so many tweets on Twitter. It's probably over like 9,000 tweets.
DM me the happiness tweets when we won stuff. Please do me as a favor. Show me, send me. My DMs are open on Instagram, on Twitter, or if you got any recordings, I'll ask the brothers them at Kopish. I want to hear you happy, Bruno. Come on. I want to hear you. I want to see the happy tweets and the happiness of Bruno. I understand your reservations. I understand your frustrations. I understand your anger. I'm with you. I'm absolutely with you on the frustration and the landscape changing and the worry. I'm with you. But I want to see a happy Bruno. So that's why I asked you, when was the last time you were happy as a Liverpool fan? Was you happy the season where we nearly won the quad at any stage? Was you happy?
Yes, I was.
Send me some tweets, show me them, and I want to screenshot them on the next calling show because I just want to see you happy, bro. And if I know you've been happy before, I know you can be happy again. Just like Liverpool were great before, and Liverpool can be great again. Bruno, it's been a pleasure speaking to you, my bro. We're going to keep in touch. Nice one. Send me those tweets. Send me those messages. Show me proof, receipts of you happy because trust me, you're going to be happy again. Okay? And I want to see you happy. Take care.
Famous Grizz team,
next time.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Look after yourself, Bruno.
I swear to you, I meant as a Liverpool fan.
Grizz.
Don't do me like that.
Nah, Grizz. I'm not trying to do you like that or do anything like that. Listen to me, Grizz. Let me tell you something, Grizz. And I want the people to understand. Grizz, we watch Jamaica versus US. And I had my Jamaican kid on. We chilled. It was basically the game. We watched the entire game. We was chopping it up. So you can say about an hour and 30. I feel like a lot more of me rubbed off on you, bro.
I told you I'm like
Grizz, I'm not trying to guess it. We gotta keep
half an hour left. Look how many callers sharp.
Nah, let's get Ziggy.
Let's go. Hurry up. Ziggy's on. Guys, so sorry, man. Ziggy, I know you've been waiting very long, but this guy, man. Anyway, Ziggy, hope you're doing well, man. We know who you support because that top, when I see that top, I think Heskey, I think Owen, I think Danny Murphy, I see John Arisa. Talk to me. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm happy so far with the transfer market. I hope we get one more midfielder. Grizz, from seeing Trent defending last year, I'm a little worried going into this season with his defending. I feel we need to get a midfielder who can do the quick for him when he go forward. And not to say I'm trusting playing in the midfield this coming season, but if we buy, I wouldn't say a right back because I have faith in Gomez still, although he had a bad season last year. I know if he can pull on his head, he can give us something good. And I just want one more midfielder, and I want probably a DM to back up Fabinho. And for the last couple of years, I've been a little mad with FSG because they haven't addressed the midfield for the last couple of years. And I know. So I hope this year to do what they have to do, and I'll feel happy. And I can't complain about the last 5-6 years because we have been winning. Last season wasn't a good season, and I will never be Klopp out. So he gave me one of for the last 5 years a lot of happiness. So with me, they're not complaining. I just would like us to be, and no Liverpool have money, but we own as is very business because I also followed Boston Red Sox, and they had a period which they had like Big Papi, and they had a great team like 2007, 2008, 2009. And then after that, they had that a little 1 or 2 years. But right now, the Red Sox are not doing pretty good. So we owners is very smart on the market. I wouldn't call them slow, but they know who they want. And I can say that we have money for players, but but I always say yesterday, Grizz, that Liverpool don't like going into bidding wars. So I hoping that we could win the title this year, but as you see, we dealing with oil money and a lot and clubs who own by country, so that would be pretty difficult. But I still have trust in Klopp, and he will get things right this year. So
I think look, again, I agree with you. You know, like Trent's defending last season was worrying. There's no denying that. People are saying done deal about Szoboszlai and the chat and everything. Guys, come on, you already know this. We already know this, man. We don't need this. Is just confirmation, just people just saying things for the sake of it. We know it's done. It's done. Don't worry about Szoboszlai and everything. He's a Liverpool player. I know Zuberi wants to address one thing that you said. So I'm just going to set it up and then let him deal with it. And then we're going to move on. He said, you said, you'll never be Klopp out.
never.
If you support the Red Sox, you know that FSG is like a template that you can copy and paste. But here's the thing, there's copyright infringement. So if you're going to copy and paste the winning formula, at some point you might want to change 1 or 2 words. You might want to change get the thesaurus or whatever you guys pronounce it over, whatever country you guys are in. Yeah, because there's different words for different occasion. You don't want to be using the same word over and over. Your speech becomes routine. You know what I'm saying? So with Klopp, I think he fell into that routine for 5 years, hence the midfield issue/crisis. We've never had a good midfield. For you to tell me a midfield we had that was good, you're going to mention Steven Gerrard. I guarantee it. So what I'm trying to say to you is, I'm not trying to convince you to beat Klopp out, but what I want you to just focus on is, how has he been here this long? And he, not the owners, never addressed the midfield properly till this season. And remember, last season he said the midfield was good. Fun fact, we had 12 midfielders on the book. How can we have 12 midfielders on the book and the midfield ain't good? I'm not trying to convert you. I respect what you're saying. It's just when I hear people say certain things, I just have to ask these questions. So I'm not a Klopp out guy. I'm a football guy. And the way he dealt with football, I'm like, it could be better. The same way a lot of fans look at FSG and go, spending could be better. I look at the manager and go, bro, you can manage this a little better. So that's just my only point. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, Zuberi, he loves FSG, blah, 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 blah. I'm a football guy. The manager could manage this a little bit better. And that's all I'm saying. I don't know if you agree with me or you have anything to say about that, but when it comes to midfield, you can't bring up midfield when the guy never truly addressed the midfield. Since he's been here, bro, he had Genie playing in midfield. Genie isn't a known midfield. And when he plays in midfield, he's an attacking midfield. We have him do recycle and retain position. So that's just kind of the things I'm saying. But for you to say you never Klopp out, I'm like, yeah, he brought us one of every trophy. I would like to get back-to-back trophies, like back-to-back Prem, back-to-back Champions League. He brought us to the final, 3 out of, and we won 1 of the 3. Okay, fair dues to Real Madrid. They're the team that beat us twice. We went to Europa. I think it was Sevilla that beat us that year. So I just need back-to-back trophies. If Klopp can't do it, get us the manager that can. Mancini won the Prem. Pellegrini won the Prem.
Not the owners, right? Not the owners. Right?
But what I'm trying to say though, Grizz,
no, we don't want to go down there.
Because here's the thing though. Here's the thing.
Down that route, you still don't want to change. You still want to stay in that traffic.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Brendan Rodgers came second with the owners. Klopp came second, twice? Third once. You see what I'm trying to say, Grizz? So coming second is great because other manager came second on the FSG. FSG is the third owner in my lifetime. Klopp is the third owner on the FSG in my lifetime. I'm just saying, if I'm gonna change anyone, I would have changed the manager first. So for someone a little bit more ambitious. For someone a little bit more ambitious. If it doesn't work, then I'll be on the FSG train. And you guys, if you guys don't know me by now, you know me. When I forward into any conversation, I forward correctly. And if they get me ambitious manager, not now, obviously, people, it's just conversation. What I'm trying to say is if they get me an ambitious manager that's demanding the right moves and you're like, oh, yeah, I don't know, Zabir, the way the investment looks. When I come for FSG, I'm coming. You see what I'm saying? So that's just what I'm saying. So when you say you'll never be Papa, I'm just like, there's more that he can do. So that's just what I'm saying. And like I said,
do we feel it's real? If I own Liverpool and Klopp was my coach and I give him a budget, no matter how much he could convince me, long so I'm not willing to spend the money, Klopp can't spend the money.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not trying to like brag or nothing like that, but I bought Grizz. I had 2 more leopard geckos to my collection, and the missus was like, "Well, you bought what?" But she didn't see them. Then she was like, "Oh, they look beautiful." And like I said, Grizz, I give her a little money so she can feel good. I'm not gonna tell you amount the money she bring. But when she comes back and she was like, "Yo, I didn't even spend the whole thing." What do you think I say to her, Grizz? I'm like, "Okay, let me get the change." Because Clay, you didn't need the money. So if FSG give Klopp, let's say, $500 million and he only spends 50, you think I'm going to leave him with the rest? I'm like, okay, give me the change back because Clay, you didn't need it. So I'm not saying that's what FSG is doing, but it makes sense, you know. When you take care of the house, Grizz, you don't leave money loosely. You see what I'm saying, Grizz?
Ziggy, we're gonna remember everything this guy said. All right, we don't forget. We don't forget.
Yeah.
Okay. It's been a pleasure speaking to you, my brother. Thank you very much for waiting.
So big up, Ziggy, man. Love the kid,
much
by the way,
appreciated, much love, and keep in touch. We're gonna come back to Zaberi. Don't worry. The season ain't even started yet.
Yeah, we will come back.
100%. Look after yourself, my brother. Take care.
Big up, Ziggy, bro.
There you go,
guys. There's 25 minutes to go. There's
now
1,
we can do it, Grizz.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The maths ain't mathing.
No, we can do it. That's what they said about top 4.
I need to jet at 3 o'clock, like 3 hours bang.
Grizz,
so it's up to you how you're going to time keep this then. I'm going to leave it to you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people. I'm not letting anyone else in. You got 7 people. You got 25 minutes. Less than that. It's yours now. It's yours. Take the floor. Bring them all in now, one by one.
All right. So let's see.
Unless we pair them up and we bring in 2 by 2 or something.
All right, let me see how the 2 by 2 is gonna go.
Okay, let's see what Shane. Let's see who Shane supports. Bring in the next, and then Mahmoud's there as well. Shane, welcome to the stream, my friend.
What's up, guys?
How you doing?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, sir. Loud and clear.
All right, cool. No, it's good, man. Of course, I support Liverpool. I was on here right before the Arsenal game, and was chatting some stuff. But been some interesting comments from Zubiri today.
No, hey, Shane, before you continue, I just got one question to ask. Do you mind I bring in another Liverpool supporter? Because there's another Liverpool supporter waiting. All right. So, Grizz, I'm going to bring Quasi. He's from California.
Okay, so we're gonna finish it like this. Okay, so that way we'll get everyone in.
Yeah, you see what I'm doing there, Grizz?
Okay.
Quasi,
we got 20 minutes.
But Shane, what are you saying, bro?
What am I saying? What are you saying?
What are you saying?
You've heard what I said.
What are you saying? What's he saying? Hold on. Let me set this up. Shane, what are you saying? What's Zuberi saying? Exactly. Sometimes that's my reaction.
Before FSG is just wild. They work in tandem. They have to coincide with one another. Without Klopp, FSG looks like terrible owners. And FSG needs Klopp, basically. Now, your comment about Mancini won the Prem, completely different. Mancini had tons of money to spend, and he spent it. Old City was like a Bowley era team where they would just spend money on whoever the hot item was, and some of their players would stick, and they won. Now, they have Pep, probably the best manager in the world, and they're completely successful. Their back room is completely successful. They buy the right players. We can't compare ourselves to people like City. We just can't. They're a state-run club. And then when Rodgers finished second, we're talking about Suarez, who was arguably that single season one of the best single seasons of the Premier League era. I mean, the guy was insane. Now, coming to this summer, I think we're getting it right so far. Whether that continues, I'm cautiously optimistic. I think we need a left center back, and that should be the priority now. Going off of Ziggy's point of Trent's defending is concerning. Konate's having to do a lot of work. We need more of a defensive-sided left center back to come in and share that weight if this is the system we're going to go with. I don't think we need a right back because I think if Trent's not playing, I don't think we play this 3-2-2-3 formation or whatever. I think we revert back to that 4-3-3 with more traditional back four line and let people like Szoboszlai and McAllister create and do what they need to do to get us to score goals, which I think is probably the right thing to do. I think if we try and recreate Trent, we're going to fail miserably.
I
But
understand.
we're getting it right so far.
Hold on, Zuberi.
You hear what I'm
Let's
saying.
hold on, because we need to. You're not gonna finish on time, and I'm gonna leave you, and then you're gonna.
No, I'm asking Quasi what he said.
I was gonna say let Quasi come in on that because I heard Shane's opinions and views. Let's get Quasi's once because we need to keep it moving. You're not stop butting in. Go on, Quasi.
Big up, Grizz. Big up, Zoom.
Big
How
up,
you doing,
Quasi.
boss? Long time, Grizz.
What are you saying?
I'm gonna be saying this is what I'm saying. Grizz, I'm not opposed to change. However, who are you gonna bring in? Right? People forget it took Klopp 14 years before he got to Liverpool. Right? 7 years at Mainz, 7 years at Dortmund. That's a lot of up and downs. So the man is ready for everything. Is he frustrating? Yes, he is. We've had a lot of conversations about our manager Klopp. However, right now, it has nothing to do with the owners. People need to stop saying the owners needs Klopp. No. They can freaking find somebody else. Remember, they are the owners. They are the one with the finance. They could change how they do business. So this thing of the owners need Klopp, no. The system they built, which I am a big Edwards fan. The system that they built, Klopp was the perfect last puzzle to make the system perfect as it was. And the system was working until a lot of LFC fans start complaining, thinking that we should spend more money talking about LFC has outgrown FSG, which makes no sense. When how are you going to outgrow the person who owns the team, right? The issue that happened is Klopp got complacent, the owners got complacent, and things fell apart. Maybe because in between the time where they were thinking of selling. So Klopp has to get back into coaching. That's what he's great at. Instead of trying to manage way too much things that's going to the club. And I think that's where everybody is at fault. We need to stop talking about. I mean, Grizz, that was a good point you asked Bruno. I was kind of worried because you were about to open a therapy session that you were not ready for. But the fans need to understand, club does not own the club. The owners does. So when something good happens, we need to give credit to the owners, the players, the canteen lady, and the fans. Not just club. And then when things go bad, we blame the owners. That does not make sense to me. I'm talking about me. But in terms of talking about changing a manager right now, if you give me a manager who can, it's not that a manager that's coming in for 1 year, 2 years, and then we change it like Chelsea. A manager where we know within 3 to 4 years is going to build something, not just, oh, we won a few trophies, now bring a new one. It doesn't work. Unless you're going to be spending money like Uncle Todd Bowley up in Chelsea. And even him, he's starting to change. One more thing. City, Grace, I think you need to tell Dabs we need to have another argument. The last time he came on and I was on, I said City is copying LFC how we do business, and he got real mad at me. City is doing the same business LFC is doing. They don't spend money willing and nilly. Look at what they did with Rice, and they got history of doing that. VVD, Maguire. There's a list of players that City could have just spent the money, but they chose not to and went for another option. So a lot of anger towards the owners because they are not spending money like City, yet City is doing the same business Liverpool are doing by picking the right player. We bought 2 players, and everybody's now talking about we're going to win the league just by buying 2 players, knowing that we got more business to do.
I'll stick up in there, Quasi. What do you have to say about that, Shane? Now that Quasi have expressed everything I feel and believe in.
I mean, I would disagree that Edwards was like really good before Klopp. I mean, we weren't exactly doing great. We spent all that Suarez money and didn't really produce anything awesome. You know what I mean? Klopp came in and developed the talent. So again, FSG and the system they built, yes, they built the system, but they needed Klopp. Like Klopp has developed players. You know, he's taken players that we see, like Genie, for example. You're talking about Genie in the midfield, how he's an attacking mid. He comes in, he plays a, solid 8 position. He did all the dirty work to the point where fans thought he was expendable, which obviously we know he wasn't. And he's been able to take players such as that and turn them into, significant pieces in the cog of this machine that he built. So I would disagree on that point. But I also agree. Who are you going to go get? Like Pep really is probably the only one better than Klopp in my opinion. Who are you going to go get that is going to produce what Klopp has produced? And I don't think anyone on the market right now is. I don't even know if anyone coming up, even if they were available, I don't think anyone's available to do it. Klopp's too good.
Yeah,
and I think he's learning from his mistakes. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's cool. It's cool. It's just looking at the time, and Zuberi hasn't looked at the time. I've given him time management, and he's not managed it well.
No, you gotta let the people out there say, Grizz, man. Listen, we got to keep it moving though. Quasi,
what we can do is make sure Shane and Quasi are first next week. If they call in, I'm going to make sure my mental state is fresh now. I'm fresh. I'll remember Shane and Quasi. They will get more airtime next week, 100%, because this is a deep debate. And guys, it's been 3 hours nearly, man. I'm knackered. I'm still not over my journey from New York and trip. And
congratulations, Grace. Congratulations. That was a big thing you guys did.
Thank you very much, man. The episode on Fox 5 is going to be aired on July the 12th, but keep an eye on the socials. We're going to be posting all of that. Shane and Quasi, thank you very much. I will try to, and he's going to look. How are you saying Gizz? First spell my name right, bro. And he says Gizz will not remember. I will remember. Shane and Quasi will get more airtime next week, 100%. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.
Big up, Blueberry.
In the private chat, can people tell us who supports who so we can try to pair up if we can instead of getting individual? Let's get Mahmood in. Mahmood, let's do this very quickly. Mahmood, talk to us. Hopefully your phone's working.
Can you hear me, yeah?
Yes, sir. We can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Well, I've been here for a while. My mic messed up before, but yo.
Your sound's ugly, bro. Your sound's ugly. I'm gonna be honest. It sounds coming out bad.
Is it?
Zuberi, what do you think?
Yeah. Nah, I heard it now. Yeah, but
let's try. Speak. Let's see what you say.
Okay, now it's all right. Is it all right now? Is it good now?
Yeah.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. You sure, yeah? Yeah.
Run your agenda.
I think we're gonna have to give you some airtime next week as well because you've been waiting so long. But let's see what we can think about and mull over until next week. Go on, yes.
Now the only thing I want to talk about is that fact that when you lot were talking about Chelsea earlier, you're understating. I think Zuberi was talking about it before, but you're understating how much stability Pochettino will bring to Chelsea. Like as a man.
Yeah, if that's your main point, sorry to cut across, but if that's your main point, I want you to know from the bottom of my heart, if you cut me, you can't see blue. You can't see blue. That's not just I hate Chelsea, bro. But that's the only thing I'll give you. Pochettino brings stability. Is it gonna be enough? I think no. And I hope no. And I pray no. And I wish no. And that's where I'm standing. But he does bring stability to you, because that's the only thing you need right now, bro, unfortunately, is stability. 18 players out, they're looking for stability. He can get you that. I hope he doesn't get it.
Now, if you have been seeing the departures, they've all been like Pochettino departures. He wants all these are gone, And the signings, Jackson, that's a Pochettino signing. If you find a goalkeeper, which I hope we do, because the thought of Szoboszlai, McAllister, Trent taking long shots against Kepa on the first day, that's a scary thought, man. So, but Pochettino, he's bringing stability, he's bringing the new signings in, he's making Todd Bowley like become our owner, not a football man. You get it? He's letting football people do their thing. So he's bringing stability to our club. So he's a good manager.
We're gonna, as I said, we're gonna give you some more time next week because I know you've been waiting and you've been having sound issues. But quick prediction: where are you gonna finish? Third. Go on, Mahmoud. Go on. Third, you know.
He said go on. He said go on.
From 12th to 3rd. Yeah, go on, Mahmoud. Okay. Okay.
Why are you laughing so much?
No, I'm not laughing. He's laughing. He does these ones. He laughs. I'm not laughing. I'm serious.
There's not much.
No, 100%. I hear you. I hear you. All right. We catch up real soon, Mahmoud. Sort your sound issues, man. It's still not good, but it's all good. All right. Sahel, who does Sahel support? Sahel, let us know in the chat because we're gonna have to pair up. Look, 10 minutes left, man. What are you saying to me? Well, let's bring in Sahel. He's been waiting. Sahel, are you there, my friend? Let us know who you support. What's your point?
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm a United fan.
Hello.
Yes,
sir. Where are you calling from? What's your team? What's your point, sir?
I'm calling from London. I'm a United fan.
Okay.
What are your thoughts on Mason Mount for us? You think he's a good signing?
I'm gonna go first, and then Zuberi can go second. I think he's a very good player. I think he's going to be a good signing for you guys. I think you overpaid for him, and I think you've gone down that route of giving high wages again to unproven or players that, in my opinion, and you know your team much better than me, I wouldn't see as a priority position. I would have thought you needed most of your funds on a striker. And if this hampers or restricts the rest of your spending on a centre-back and a striker, then it won't be seen as a good signing overall. But as a player, I rate him. As a player, I think he's a very good player. I just don't think it was a matter of priority. That's just my opinion. Captain?
Real quick, I think United do what United do best, where Grizz, there's a bunch of quality players available, right? And they just grab them. They didn't consult what they need. They just grabbed the best thing on the market, quote unquote, British quota, all that good stuff. Bro, you guys don't need midfield. You're not even short in that department. Why are you getting another midfield? Yeah, why are you getting another midfielder? So what do you want me to tell you about Mount to United? Tell me about a striker, a goalkeeper. I'll be like, serious business being done. You see what I'm saying? So he's a quality player, but for you guys, it's not something that you guys needed to go to the next level. So let's just hope he gets on, bro. He could be the next. This is a stretch. I do these once a week. He might be the next Sancho. Hot name on the market. You grab him, high wages, nothing. Martial, Ballon d'Or clause in his contract. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think he's worth what you guys putting out. So hopefully it doesn't work out as usual. Not wishing you the best. And that's where I stand with that.
To be honest, I think the goalkeepers for me is number one. I think is more important than a striker because
more important than a striker.
If we get, let's say we get Onana, for example, I think that because it changes our build-up play, which potentially leads to more chances created.
True.
And like it's not just distribution of De Gea. I think his commanding of the area, even his shot stopping has declined because that was his main attribute, and even that's declined over the past few years. So I think for me the goalkeepers are more important. And with Mason Mount, I agree that we've overpaid and we've given him like 300k or 250k, whatever is again overpaying, but that's what we do. That's how we run as a club, unfortunately. But I think that what Ten Hag wants is 2 advanced 8s Like a lot of people think that he's trying to play this, that he's trying to rebuild the Ajax team that got to the Champions League semi-final. But I think the people need to get that out of their heads. He's not trying to do that. He's not trying to do that at Man United. I think his midfield is 2 advanced 8s, Mount and Bruno with Casemiro behind them. And I think a lot of the build-up play will rely on the goalkeeper and the defence.
I just want to very quickly ask you: are you comfortable with that midfield? Look at the 3 that you named: Casemiro, Bruno, and Mount. Is that going to be, in your opinion, your starting midfield? Let's just say, I know variables and changes and rotation, whatever, but that's your midfield. You think that's good enough?
I think it is good enough, to be honest. I think we can improve on it. I don't think it's like the top elite level.
What is it good enough for? Where are you finishing with that midfield? What are you winning with that midfield?
I think we can win the major trophies with that midfield.
Interesting. No problem. Listen, I'm so sorry I have to rush you. As you know, we've been going for 3 hours now, and that's our max limit. I'm so tired. But we'll definitely call in again and definitely catch up on this, because I want to talk about that midfield. Are you comfortable with that midfield away from home at Liverpool or City or Mount, Casemiro and Bruno? But we'll talk. Talk soon.
Just one last thing. I think off the ball is fine, but I think maybe on the ball there will be problems.
You'll get torn to shreds with that midfield, my brother. There will be many more 7-0s if you turn up at the big club in that midfield. There will be many more 7-0s.
I disagree.
We'll talk soon. I very much doubt if that's your go-to midfield. Very much doubt that's your go-to midfield. But this is the whole point of giving opinions and takes, and then we can talk about it.
Yeah, next time.
Nice one. Remember that conversation. Take care.
Yeah. There you go, man. They're
turning up with Bruno, Mount, and Casemiro.
Cook.
Yeah,
they're gonna get cooked.
This game is going to be long for this season. If that's the case, I don't think that's going to be their midfield, in my opinion.
Yeah, no.
He's going to have another someone else in there. Right, Ronnie's next, and then we got a special guest to finish it out with. Guys, everyone else, no time. I'm so sorry. Where you been? We've been getting 3 hours. Where you been? Cal, is that Cal?
Yeah, it's me.
Cal, you know.
Okay, Cal, stay right there, and we're gonna bring in Ronnie as well. Cal, what's happening anyway? You good?
I'm not too bad, brothers. Welcome back, Chris.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir. I'm just gonna pair up with Ronnie. Ronnie, what are you saying?
All right, Grizz. All right, it's Barry, and all right, Cal. First time, obviously, speak to you, Grizz, but I've kind of spoke to Turkish. Big fan, Big Six. Big fan of your channel. Live in Palmer's Green. Live in Palmer's Green, Arsenal fan, go to loads of home games, and seen quite a few of the boys like Dan Potts, League Gunner before when he used to be here, and League Judges as well. But just thought I've got a family near your ends as well, Grizz, like Redbridge ways, not far from Leighton. So anyway, so I just thought I'd come on. I know you ain't got much time, but I just wanted to discuss the Arsenal. And obviously also discuss how it's kind of similar to Liverpool and the Klopp situation at the moment as well. So just want to share my thoughts. I know I've heard a lot of people come on, Liverpool fans, talk about Klopp. Is it time to go? Is it not? I've been an Arsenal fan probably 2 years before Wenger joined. So a lot of my life has been Wenger, but I have seen the good days in the prime. And I remember those days, being at school, saying to people how, this guy, never sack him. Don't do anything. Nothing's, you're going to get nowhere if you sack him. He's everything. He controls everything. He does everything. Without him, there's no life forward. And hearing Liverpool fans say the same about Klopp. And I'll be honest with you, Grizz. I'll say this kind of sincerely. I do feel there's a lot of similarities between him and Klopp. Stubbornness, power. I think he's got more power as his time as 10 years gone in Liverpool. And I feel what's happened now is you're in a position where, similar to us, we had success, not the European success but we had doubles, yeah? We had the Invincible, obviously, but we had doubles before that. And we got to a point where the 2006 final happened and he didn't get over the line. And everyone thought, no, let's give him a couple more years to rebuild, etc., etc. And then obviously you all know it went downhill from there. And I think with Klopp, I wouldn't say sack him now, but you're on kind of tender hooks at the moment. I think, you know, if he doesn't perform in the next couple of years, I would say, not even next year, I would say next couple of years, you as a fan base as a whole really need to really think about what direction Liverpool are going in, because it could literally just take 1 or 2 seasons for you to finish around 4th even. I wouldn't even say top 6. I'm saying top 4 even. And don't call that success, because that is not the success you've been building for the last 5-6 years. Similar to us, we took, you know, challenging and then being top 4 successful many years, and then all of a sudden that stayed for a very long period of time, all the way until we fell out of top 4, and now we've been 6 years of that. So what I'll say is, it's very nice right now having these conversations, but you know, hindsight's a great thing. And all I would say is, and Grizz, obviously you're much older than me, but I'm saying, you know, you've been there, you've seen it as well. Liverpool weren't always great, you know. They were great in the 90s. They were, you know, they won the odd Champions League, but they weren't great in the league for a very long time. So it doesn't give you the right to feel, you know, you need to be this great giant winning leagues after leagues after leagues. You've only been like that for 6-7 years. So just put it this way: if you want to stay where you are, it's a different football. It's modern football. You have to, like Saberi said, keep topping up little bit by little bit, but you need to see back-to-back challenges. And now, last thing, I know I've said quite a lot there. Last thing I would say is about Arsenal. You know, people saying whatever fluke season, whatever last season, football works in cycles, Grizz. And we had that a long time ago. And I feel like whatever people want to say about Arteta, he's not a Klopp. He ain't got the experience. But what he's showing is he's built it. He's got a philosophy. And I feel like this is the start of that little journey. So he's got to continue it, keep challenging. You've got a monster in City. If you win it, great. If you don't, I just want to challenge every single season. That's it.
All
Now
right.
listen,
Cal, cook this guy for me one good time, though.
I'm not even, we've not even met each other. I can't just cook him like that.
Thank you for not cooking him. Thank you for not cooking him. I thought you would have taken bait because he was the guy Klopp, though.
no, I'm gonna let Cal speak very quickly. I'm just gonna quickly say, I actually called the comparison between Klopp and Wenger very, very early on. Like in the second year of when people were saying who's he like, I said he's very much like Wenger. Obviously, people didn't agree then. They were like, "What do you mean?" Now a lot of people are seeing what I meant by he's like Wenger in many, many ways. The other points are up for a massive debate, and we will have spend more time on it because the rest of the points are maybe touched a few Liverpool nerves. Maybe
I know.
didn't.
I know.
I can give it a lot of context, but I'll need a whole heap of show. I can't address all those points in 5 minutes. But
yeah.
Go on.
No, I was just saying I appreciate that, and to be fair, I've been on there like obviously 40 minutes ago, but I knew when it hit the little 3 hour mark, I knew I wouldn't be able to discuss this.
Yeah,
in detail.
you know, I tried to max it.
I know. All I'm going to say is, like, the reason is a couple of my best mates are dire Liverpool. I've got family Liverpool. We have these, you know, coming and goings all the time. I just want to discuss it with.
I can sense that.
Yeah, I just want to discuss it with the actual Coppish, Zaberi, obviously first time meeting, and you know the community man. I want to discuss it properly and see how it is. You know,
we're going to discuss it on a proper, give it proper airtime. I don't think we can be doing justice with you.
No, of course.
Points, but you make some interesting points. Many would agree, many would disagree, many would want to debate on that. But thank you very much for calling. And big up yourself. And we'll hopefully call in again, and we can address those points again.
Definitely be calling again, Grizz.
Nice one.
Big fan. Take care, lads. Take care. You too.
Yo.
Take care, bro.
Bye.
Cal!
my brothers. Zabiri sent me the WhatsApp and told me to roll on through.
Cal!
Tell him again.
Nah, big up you, brothers. First and foremost, Grizz, Zabiri, big you up. I've been managing to listen to the show while I've been sorting out a few things at home. Fantastic show, you lot.
Mad.
Fantastic show. So, guys, in the comments, please give these guys their flowers. Smash the like button. It doesn't cost anything. Please just give them their flowers. And if you're watching this post as well, smash the like button and leave a comment, because doing these shows ain't easy, and you guys have made it look easy. So you guys are quality, man. I've thoroughly enjoyed this show.
No problem. What's happening, bro? How you been?
I'm feeling Szoboszlai-ish. I'm feeling Szoboszlai-ish.
Nah, I have to interject, Grizz. I have to interject because
Zabiri's been on my neck, Grizz. I want to put in a complaint to HR.
This guy, man, this guy is a bully.
Relentless, bro.
Grizz, there has to be FSG appreciation there. So that's all I'm saying. Cal, continue.
No, shall I tell you what it is? With FSG? They're not terrible owners, but they're not brilliant. And as Liverpool fans, we expect brilliant. This is going back to the Shankly days. But what I will say with Zabiri, that I do agree with, and I've even said this on Coppish, and I've had a lot of backlash. Klopp's not blameless. You might as well call Liverpool owned by FSGK, because Klopp is in bed with these guys. And just like any relationship, there are disagreements, there's disharmony sometimes. But on the whole, Klopp is with these guys. So in the same way we praise Klopp when things go right, I made a point yesterday to praise FSG because they didn't have to trigger the release clause. 60 mil is a big outlay for a 22-year-old. As fans, we believe in Szoboszlai. We believe he's going to be good. But at the same time, we don't always have the data behind the scenes and know some of the stuff that they are privy to. So on that basis, I have to give FSG credit. But at the same time, do you know what FSG are like? They're like if you're in a relationship with someone and that person has been doing madness for years and all of a sudden they've changed up, but you can't fully trust them yet. So they may have just come in from a night out with the guys and she's going, where were you really? You're like, no, I was out with the boys. But last time you said that, you got caught on Snapchat kissing someone you shouldn't have been kissing. That's what FSG are. FSG have been caught too many times kissing the wrong woman. And this is why people like me are still on FSG's neck, because McAllister and Szoboszlai is a phenomenal start to the window. But so was Khanage, that was a phenomenal start. So was Darwin Núñez, that was a phenomenal start. But we didn't maintain that. But on the flip side, where I have to be objective and fair, I heard my manager come out last season and say we didn't need any midfielders because we had X amount of midfielders. I heard my manager say we were acting spoiled because we had been getting top four. So as much as I love Klopp, as much as I don't want him to go, Klopp's not exhibiting ethos and philosophy that was built by Bill Shankly, because Bill Shankly was of the mindset that if you finish second, it's a failure. If you don't win things, you're not remembered. I don't want my manager happy just taking part. I understand we can't win it every year. That's the realism in me. But I want to win it every year. That's the fan in me. And I need that replicated by the manager and I need that replicated by the players. And this notion of we're not going to sell players unless someone goes to the manager and says, I want to leave, that's got to stop. That's like me saying I'm not going to feed my children unless they come to me and tell me they're hungry. Sometimes I know better than my children. They're young. And a manager should know better than their players because they see everything. So I love Klopp. I don't like FSG, but we're stuck with them for the foreseeable. So we've got to do what we've got to do, but we have to keep the pressure on them. But I'll be very honest with you. Klopp for me has until December to prove that he's still the right man for the job, or else we will have to look elsewhere. And I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to give you a name because I don't have one. But that doesn't mean he can just be here and not succeed with what we can do, because we should not have been finishing fifth. We shouldn't have challenged for the league last season with the team we had, but no way should we have finished fifth either. So even though the owners let us down to an extent, Klopp did as well because he underachieved with what we had. So next season, we have to put a marker down. Will we win it next season? Based on what we have now? No, we still need to add a few more. But top three is a minimum requirement, in my opinion, as of right now.
100%. I agree with everything that you've said. And I've said it before as well, that Klopp isn't immune from criticism at all. Now, when I say that, that doesn't mean I'm backing FSG, if you know what I mean. Because I've always maintained, anywhere I've spoken, that when you win, we always hear about how every aspect of the win was dedicated to the kit man, to analytics, to the head of research, to the owner, everywhere, right? And then when we lose, we always go to certain agendas and narratives and forget the whole. So when you win together. When you lose together. Klopp is now like Wenger, like the previous caller, was it Ronnie? Forgive me if I said your name wrong, but I'm sure it was Ronnie. Ronnie said earlier that Klopp has now, over time, it's taken him, like Wenger, like Fergie, 7 years to develop a level of power that no other coach, and let me tell you this for a fact, no other coach in world football has at his respective club. I'm trying to look through now. Only Pep.
Yeah, I was going to say Pep.
Only Pep, actually. Let me think.
Simeone.
Who? Simeone, mate. Yeah,
yeah.
Simeone. Yeah, great shout.
Ancelotti don't have that power.
No.
Ancelotti don't. Yeah, no, big point.
There's only few coaches in world football, and we've just named two of them actually. The only two coaches in the world that have more power and say than Jurgen Klopp. He may not always portray that, and that frustrates the shit out of us because we look to him. And the reason we look to him is because he brought the glory back to us. Yeah. It's his fault. He showed us, he made us taste the cake, and he said, "You like that?" And we said, "Yo, cook it again." Cook it again, boss. Cook it again.
Because he took us on one shopping spree. He said, "Yo, you want that trophy? Yeah, that's yours. You want that trophy? That's yours." We've had all the trophies now. Man is like, "Yeah, you ain't getting no more. Hold on a second."
So I get all of that 100%. And I've said it many times, and people think I'm an apologist for FSG. How the fuck they worked that out, I don't know. It must be just snippets of what I say. FSG have done the bare minimum every time. I've said that so many times. But what I understand is what we're up against. I'm not saying others don't. I'm saying I understand, I understand what we're up against. And I've said it. We're probably going to be found out to be up against alleged illegal.
It's not alleged, man. It is. We know what it is. We know what it is. I was one of the first to call it out. And I'm going to stand on that hill.
But you get my point, guys. The finer margins in life and in football are so. How many times have we said in life, you know what? If I was around when that job or that promotion came around, I would have got it, and I would have got X, Y, Z. Fine margins. It could have been. I missed an interview. You know, the car broke down. I missed that interview. I would have got a job with, I don't know, whoever, big company. Fine margins in life. Fine margins in football. If we went up, if that ball traveled 5 millimeters over that line, we would have had a double that season.
Yeah.
If decision here and there. If FSG bought another player, fine margins. Yeah, I agree with that theory as well. If FSG invested a bit more, we could have done better in that season where we finished second, 1 point behind. So it's as frustrating and fucking drives us mad that we haven't won more. And nobody's happy. Let's not get it twisted. It becomes a battle of pride, I think, between certain fans where they try to label, "Are you happy to be just challenging?" or anything apart from a win is failure. There's a medium. There's somewhere in the middle is a medium. Yeah. So I agree FSG aren't amazing owners. I agree they aren't the worst owners. They could do more, but so could Klopp. And that's the way it is. Right now, I agree. It's a fantastic start. You telling me we can, like, literally I tweeted yesterday, we're replacing Ox and Naby, Naby was supposed to be our controller when we first signed him, right? And Ox was supposed to be our dynamic, out of the box, X factor, long shots, power runner. We've replaced him with McAllister, who's our controller, our new Naby, and Szoboszlai, who's supposed to be our new Ox.
Tell him again.
It's
4 years later.
I agree with you. It's too late. It should have been earlier, but we've done it now, innit? It's too late. No problem. This should have been done last season. I don't think there's anyone left. I don't think there's anyone left that disagrees with that. There may be a stubborn few that say, no. The majority, I'd say 90% of the fan base realizes this should have happened last season. But what's the point of looking back every time? The only thing you should be looking back and doing is learning from.
Yeah.
If you make mistakes, learn from them. I believe, just my belief, Jurgen Klopp knows he made mistakes. I don't know if he was hearing Kall earlier. I was saying he sounded almost apologetic in his
I heard that. In his conferences and stuff.
Every conference was like, He didn't. Obviously, he's a big man. He's got pride.
Yeah.
He didn't say I fucked up, but he was like, "Yo, you know what I mean? Okay, give me. I can't do nothing about it now." I think.
I disagree with that bit though. He could have.
Oh,
could have changed personnel and tactics.
Sure.
That talk, Cal.
100%. But he admits that as well.
Yeah.
But he gave an explanation for that. He said the season that we had, because of the madness of it, with the World Cup, etc., whether it's excuses or whatever it is, he acknowledged it. I think acknowledging it is halfway there. You know there's a problem, or there was a problem. So, and again, I wouldn't give it until Christmas, but I agree if he doesn't challenge and if we continue to be anything like last season, he will be under pressure. And I'll be the first one to say, yeah, you know what? He needs to be scrutinized. You know this. Don't do that to me.
No.
You know I said that. No, you know I said
I gotta
that.
get you on more often. Nah, you've never said this, Grizz.
100%.
Don't let him do this to you, Grizz. He does this to me.
He knows he can't do this to me. He knows. He's used to bullying people. He knows I'm the bully now.
The Viri knows exactly what he's doing.
Yeah. But the point is, look, every season, every fan looks to see where they're at. Right. And so far, and I agree again with everyone that says it's only a great start. We need a great end to the window. We know what we need. We need another midfielder. We know we need another starting level of centre back.
Yeah.
And then anything on top, we take as a bonus. That's my opinion. Because I think you bring in a starting midfielder, i.e. a Lavia and a Thuram, and a starting level of centre back. I think we're good to go. What I mean by that is we're ready to compete against a financially doped institution.
Tell him
the best coach ever. And that's hard to fuck with, man. We got to be real sometimes. I know we want to win everything and anything else is seen as a failure. That's why I get a little bit angry and sometimes a bit cynical with people who say that, because it's not real, is it? Like what we're up against is not real.
We could have beaten them though if we did what we were meant to do.
Thank you, Cal. I was gonna say that, but I want to.
But that's everyone. That's not just the owners. That's Kloppers. That's everyone is in that statement.
Yeah.
If we had done a bit more, we should have won it.
But Cal, I prefer to give credit for reaching that level because this team is this is going to go down as one of probably the best team or era ever. You know, it's going to go down as one of the best.
Only one to make them sweat as well.
So I like looking at. I like looking at the way we done it. And look, I can't give a shit how we do it because every fan's like that, right? Internally, but the way we've done it, I think is underrated and understated.
No, it definitely is. But the way we've done it also is a frustration because had we just done a little bit more, then we could have just had, like, let's be real, 18, 19. Everyone speaks about 19, 20 being the season where we ran away with the league. 18, 19, we should have been league champions, Champions League winners, and invincible with over 100 points. Let that sink in. Had we have just done a little bit more on the pitch
as well,
Ballon d'Or Virgil as well. Had we just done a little bit more on the pitch, or the owners had given us one player. So I think that's the frustration. But at the same time, I also understand City. We got 97 points. They got 98. We got 92. They got 93. These aren't small numbers.
Let me tell you, it's never going to happen again. In my opinion, if it does,
next season.
No, man. No one's gonna reach those 100-point levels or circa 100-point levels. There's too much money in the game now.
Yeah, there's too much competition.
There's too much competition now. Every team has rich owners. We're going away from other leagues. So, you know, apart from the Saudi league, which again is not real. Sometimes you have to be real, guys. Like. Frustration because we have a tribalism towards our fans and we only want to know what we can do. We don't give a shit about others. But sometimes you have to acknowledge it, man. You're up against the Terminator. You know what I mean?
True.
It's not real.
Very true. Guys, brothers, thank you so much for having me on.
What do you mean, man? Someone said to me today, hold on. Someone said something to me today. Not like, oh, you and Cal got beef, but someone said something about get Cal on the call or get Cal's the caller in or whatever something. I said this Cal's channel, man. He don't need to.
Apparently, I've got beef with all these different YouTubers, but we never have beef.
Yeah.
It makes no sense to me. Everyone who knows me know I don't do this beef
Wow,
nonsense.
man. I don't get it, man.
Yeah, you say no beef on your fork, yeah? No beef on your fork.
Bro, you guys know me well enough to know if you guys have got a problem with me or I've got a problem with you, we just we pick up the phone and speak to each other like grown ups.
I was shocked, man. But Cal, you know what I mean?
Cal,
we
gotta let Grizz go. We gotta let this go.
No, people are demanding that Cal and Grizz need to speak more. So I mean, I'm always, he's too busy for me, people. I'm gonna say it straight and live and direct. He ain't got time for
interject, Grizz.
Huh? What you saying?
Can I interject? Nah,
yeah,
Cal ain't too busy for me, man. So if I'm here, Cal's here, man. Cal need to fix up, bro. Cal, man. Nah. Cal can give me at least 2 minutes, bro. Big up Cal every time. Big up
we're gonna
Cal got 2 minutes to me every time, man.
Season is long. We're gonna do much more collaboration. You know what I mean? Me and Cal are good. We love chatting. We love disagreeing. We love agreeing. The most above everything else, we love respecting each other's opinions. And that's
Facts.
100%. Cal,
bless you, brothers.
Look after yourself.
Yes, always. Take care, brothers. No, December. Don't try and take a month off. December.
He wants you on his side so bad.
I know he does.
So bad. Proper recruitment officer, him.
Yeah. Shameless.
He does it so slyly.
Trust me, I know the games now, Zabiri.
Yeah.
Big up, brothers. Smash the like, people. Bless up. Take care.
100%. Look after yourself. Listen, we're gonna wrap up as well now, man, because like you've gone over time, but Cal's worth it. I go over time for Cal. It's not a problem. Zabiri, we telling me.
Grizz, I'm telling you right now that be mindful of next season. I'm not gonna bring you up. I'm not gonna bring the past up. I'm not gonna bring Community Shield up, even though I just actually bring it up. What I'm gonna say to you is, watch next season.
I'm not gonna get your predictions quite now, but you've set me up, so we're gonna talk about it in the next few weeks.
We'll talk about it.
You're gonna elaborate on what you mean by watch. Because we don't know if you're saying watch bad, watch good.
No.
Yeah, don't reveal.
Watch next season.
Okay. Big up Tom Izzy, my brother from Brunei. Says salam and Eid. Thank you. Same to you and your family. From Sturridge to Trent to Hendo. I'm manifesting Szoboszlai goal out of the box at Stamford Bridge. Big up Zabiri. Captain, your thoughts on Kim to Bayern and Kang in Lee to PSG. Kim to Bayern's a serious move. I don't know about the second one.
Lee to Bayern is a disappointment. Kim said what he said about Kim. That's his guy. Lee is my guy. PSG, I thought he wanted more. Maybe he went there for the money. I don't know. I'm not trying to say he's a money guy or a money player. I thought he wanted more. I don't think PSG have a variety to offer other than League 1. They're not going to do anything in Champions League. No one really cares about trophies in League 1. No disrespect to the league. I'm just saying I thought he wanted more. But I hope he goes there, shows his class, and move on in 2 years. I rate Lee highly.
Fair enough. Tamizi, big up yourself. Thank you for the generous super chat. Eid Mubarak to you and your family as well. Blue sends in a super chat, but I think I read out his comment anyway earlier. Appreciate the support as well and love. Thank you very much. Guys, what a show to come back to. Yo,
it's big, man.
Yo, no. Free short of 500. Are you mad? We're not leaving the stream until you hit that 5. Quick, I just need 3 of you to hit that like button. 500 is a nice run figure. Yo, that was a great comeback show, you know, if I don't say myself.
It was. We got through a lot of callers, Grizz.
But we still didn't time it right. Some got more airtime than others.
Listen, Grizz, I'm going to be honest. I'm a man of integrity. We had a little bit of snafu starting the show. Remember? Couldn't hear me. I couldn't hear you. Stuff like that.
Yeah. It was messy.
So, Grizz, we have to take accountability first.
100%.
The people in the chat will take accountability and get the likes up.
100%.
Start with us. You see what I'm saying, Grizz? But here's the thing. It's been a minute, people. We're back. It's your favorite calling show on a
Yo, I'm not
Saturday.
even joking. 500 likes. Yo, people don't get them on streams. Go and check people's likes. You know, I don't say nothing. I don't say nothing.
No, yeah, we don't got to, Grizz.
But
It speaks
that's
for
mad
itself.
love and support, man. And I know
Oh,
I've
the
been
people love
neglecting-
us, and you know we love the people. We want to chat to
Oh.
every caller for 3
I
hours.
try to get as many as I can. As many as I can.
We'll pattern up next week, people.
What's
Stay
this, man?
tuned.
Grizz, your sub link ain't working, bro. Let me know. Okay, I'm gonna fix all this. I've been lazy. I've been bad. But Zuberi had a word with me in New York, man. He had a word.
People, he'll fix up. He's acting like a bench player, Milner, because he's getting up there. You feel like he can just rotate.
Now I'm Szoboszlai, now, brother. Come on, McAllister.
You Szoboszlai now.
Yeah, I'm Turam.
Grizz.
Remember that name. I know you said something. I'm telling you now. Kefren Turam. We're gonna speak.
I'm not entertaining.
We're gonna speak, people.
I'm not entertaining that.
This
But
has been
Grizz,
Kall-In Khan. This has been me. This has been the captain. Peace. Take care. We out of here.